Grandpapa.
Yeah, the spying that happened. Was there anyone that wanted to take watch for the night, or are you all resting till the morning after that? Or were your characters going to talk after the vision that was given? Because I believe I finished it right at the end of the scry.
Papa.
I think it's Castilla, Cersei, and Spith were awake. Victor's asleep, right?
Victor's knocked out.
Yeah.
Vic just passed out.
Victor went out.
No.
Took a fucking nap.
The man is eepy.
I mean, insane turn of events. It works.
He's alive.
Yeah, he's like in like a. I don't know how to explain it. It had like a lot of ticking clocks. It's big crystals. It felt very pocket dimension-y, but that's not really my forte, so that could be completely incorrect.
We should probably ask Victor in the morning. I don't. We all saw and heard the sending, right? Like the scry sendings thing that happened, or no?
Would we have heard
I don't
something?
think.
I believe I told you that if you all wanted to see it, you would all have to hold.
We held
Yeah.
hands.
And you all said you did. So
Yeah, it's because it's through the old thingy,
Yeah.
right?
yeah. So you all did see what Cersei saw.
He seems distraught in an aspect,
It seems
and now
very
he knows you exist.
That was quite funny. I did not think that was going to work out. You know, sometimes you put things out into the universe, and the universe responds.
My concern is, Cersei, that means you're one of the last fourth of one of those like pure elf things that he was like in the memory, and you know, with what was summoned.
Oh,
And Castilla's doing the awkward hand motion of trying to communicate but doesn't really want to say it.
oh no! Ooh. I'm sure it's fine. I'm not really big on the whole. You know, I think you're more elf than I am now.
Cersei was born from the simulacrum, and she was biologically changed for her parents. So,
True.
is she even still elf at all?
I actually don't know how to answer that. Good point. Still, doesn't seem like he's the best influence.
No, yeah, no, he seems awful.
But it was funny.
We contact him because, I mean, maybe he knows something about Gok or like other stuff, but a little more cautious. Let's not outright go, hey, I'm your grandkid.
I know, I don't.
This is my full legal name. This is how to find me.
I got a little excited about the concept that it worked, and then I just completely fumbled the ball.
I mean, I would have freaked out too, but let's be cautious in the future.
Okay, I will. I won't talk to people in their brains via a scry. That seems not very intelligent.
No, talk to people in their brains. I mean, you do it all the time. It's great. Just him particularly. His mannerism's a lot like my dad, and we know how that's been working.
Ooh.
And like mine.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Mm.
Yeah.
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 Let's just be wary.
Yeah, totally.
Because
he's fine.
He shouldn't be here. Like a lot of people, but you know, with like Bob and Red and Guck and all them. We know they're supposed to be here, but everyone else who's been coming after that is concerning.
Mm-hmm.
We're dealing with enough concerning people. We don't need him coming here and deciding, oh, this seems fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me come interact with my granddaughter and be weird and evil, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I can like backtrack. Maybe if he appears, I can just be like, I know what you're talking about.
I just want to.
Nope, you're asleep, Owen. Suffer.
Gaslighting.
No,
Grandpa.
I'm not. I'm just trying to open up the text so I can actually read it in my read it on my spell sheet on my sheet.
Oh,
Not
I
trying
thought
to
you were
cast it.
implying that Grandpa is invisibly
I'm not
watching
trying to
us
cast
right now.
anything. I'm just trying to read how the. I'm just trying to read how the spell works.
Keep casting, loser.
Not allowed, sorry.
Victor dreamcasts the invisibility.
Victor knows we did something stupid in his sleep
Fuck.
and is like, oh, I need to fix this.
It's fine. We can just if he shows up, just be like, wrong number. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. It's gotta work on like an all-powerful being, right? Just I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll get there when we get there.
It would work
Yeah.
on me.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
But what does wrong number mean?
It's like a Feywild thing. My answer to everything. It's a Feywild thing. It's usually revolved around like gambling, but people have used it like a turn of phrase when it's like, oh, it's not me, it's someone else.
Interesting.
Yeah. Feywild's full of stuff like that. It sounds ridiculous and made up. Cross that bridge when we come to it. We got bigger fish to fry.
Yes.
Rescue.
So, are we doing a watch? Is this thing safe? And Castilla kind of wraps against the. Oh wait, no, we didn't do the hut. We didn't do the hut. It's not here yet. Never mind. Victor's asleep. This doesn't exist yet.
We don't know the hut.
Ignore me.
Indication seemed to be that it was safe.
Castilla will knock on the walls of the tower. Not the tiny hut.
Firm walls.
If it's okay with you all, can we do a watch?
We can. Unless any of you want to, I can stay up first.
Totally, go for it. I'm not especially, one way or the other. If it works out that way, I can take the end shift, because that's normally when the sun's coming up anyway. That's normally my bag.
Mm-hmm. I can do middle of the night then.
Good idea. So
Okay.
we let Victor just have he seems very tired. I feel really bad.
I mean, if you want, I can wake him up for my shift too. I can force him to join me. Be a little
Let's
funny.
let him sleep. It'll be fine. He can sleep.
Spiss has
Famous last words.
a little bit of lightning gathered in her hand.
This.
No
But
tapping.
he needs rest. We all do. Please don't wake anyone up with lightning. I'm begging. We'll save the lightning for any adversaries we'll run into. Okay?
I suppose.
Maybe we'll use it on Rourke if he shows up tonight. How about that?
That'd be fun.
Okay.
All right. So, Spiss, you are first watch. You can roll perception,
Okay.
and I would like to know, is there anything you want to do during your watch?
I don't think she's gonna. There's one thing she's gonna do.
Oh no.
Oh,
Rain chaos.
Oh, I had with advantage for some reason, but 13.
Yep.
Not bringing any chaos yet.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as everyone falls asleep, Spiss is just gonna kind of go into Castilla's bag and retrieve her sunset potion.
Oh my god.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, your bag would be very neat and organized, so I don't know if it'd really be hard to
It is
find.
so easy to find things in there.
Yeah, yeah.
The downside of your organization.
I will say, Casilla has a high perception. I know she's asleep. I would like you to roll stealth.
Okay.
Not against her perception, against the DC I specifically have.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Spiss really wants her potion.
Yeah, with no efforts at all, you're able to retrieve your potion from Castilla's bag and leave everything pretty much the way it was.
It's just nestled very neatly on the top of the bag. You're like, thank you.
Spiss just kind of puts it into her own bag, goes back to where she was sleeping, and then that's just it. That's her watch.
Okay.
She'll make sure Castilla's bag is back how it was, and then just go. Okay, that's it.
And with that,
Get that off
your
my item
bag-
list.
Your bag goes pretty uneventfully. Your watch goes pretty uneventfully, and it is the next person's.
That's Castilla.
Castilla. I'd like you to roll perception and let me know what you do during your watch. You want to do during your watch?
Absolutely, I'd love to. Okay. Perception. 29.
29.
Do I before I say anything? Do I see anything? Not talking about Spiss, but is there any like concern in the outside environment?
You can't really see outside. The inner rooms of this tower. It's strange. You guys entered this tower and now you're in a almost room right where the front door is. The tower itself is within its own size. Like it makes sense now to the size of the actual building. It's so dusty in here. There's wet cobwebs everywhere. The furniture has been almost ransacked and destroyed. It's like an abandoned keep. You don't really notice anything, but occasionally you'll hear the door itself kind of move. Not like an opening, like something bumps into it.
Lovely. Castilla would probably, if there's any furniture, she'd probably put something against the door just in case. Just in case. Little barrier. She'd be holding Pepperjack the whole time, very much cradling the baby. Thank you, Wilson. Trying to make sure that nobody's woken up from our suddenly chatty child. No, it's okay.
Ticky.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, ticking. Honestly, she's kind of just hanging out, making sure nobody dies. That's really it. She's a little hyper anxious right now, considering everything going on. Even if the Lycon promised we'd be safe in here, but what can you do at this point? And that's gonna be your watch.
Okay. The watch goes uneventfully, ending it off with Cersei.
Hey yo.
Same to
Do we want pink, green, or purple dice, people?
Purple.
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 Perception. 12 plus 5. 12, 30, 40, 50, 18? I'm so bad at math.
All right.
17.
Is there anything you would like to do during this watch?
I think she's sort of taking the watch as like a precaution to make Castilla feel comfortable about sleeping here. So she's not like she hasn't necessarily got things planned, but I think she just sort of lays out her sword that she has but never uses, the flame tongue sword that her dad gave her. And I think she just does like silent druidic prayer isn't necessarily the right word, but like that kind of ritual type thing that would be for like good battle, like good health, like that kind of thing. Because she's like, we're going into something that we've never been there before and it's kind of dangerous. So it's all wordless. It's just like growing plants and like kind of all elemental stuff that's just like their version of like what, say, a protection ritual might be, if that makes sense. And just like, you know, busying herself with that sort of thing.
All right. Well, with that, the watch also goes uneventfully. You're able to prepare the things you need and do your pre-danger, pre-combat ritualistic routine. And morning comes.
As soon as I get the first like inkling that the sun, well, not, I guess not the sun, but I get that first sort of urge that I'm like, yeah, it feels about time to wake up. That I'll start like very kindly. No one's getting water splashed in their face. I very kindly wake everyone up. Gently.
Morning, Cersei. Morning.
Morning. You sleep okay?
Yeah, I slept fine. Nothing all. No, we had dreams from this place or anything else, really.
It's a strange life that we lead, that is a normal sentence. Like, I understand completely what you're saying.
I mean, considering what... Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Did I say much else on it, honestly?
Castilla, as she's waking up. Thank you, Pepperjack. Thank you. Castilla is going to do her morning ritual that she does every night as well, of checking her bag and organizing.
Spices move the thing from in front of the door.
And so
it's just
Castilla's
kinda
gonna like
chilling
lay
by
everything
it.
out. And already like probably through the first like 2 or 3 items moved out, you can just tell she just slows down and then looks back in the bag and then continues to take everything out. And once the bag is purely empty, she just neatly folds it and looks at her objects. And you can just see distress on her face.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Are you
She's not
okay?
speaking. No,
All right.
it's gone.
All right.
It's gone.
Well-
But it can't be gone because it was there last night. And
What's gone?
that potion that was in my bag, it's gone. It's not in its spot. And it's gone.
That sunset potion.
Yeah.
That
As soon as you finish this, Castilla walks eyes of it.
Spiss is by the door, ready to run.
Spiss, please do not make this any. Just give the potion back. You do not need it, and I. Today of all days is not the time for goofing around like this.
Castilla is gonna stand silent and holding. What is she gonna hold? Probably like her pillow or something. Spicitus,
Yes.
do you have a potion?
I have a potion.
Hold strong.
But do you
Spiss.
have? And Castilla gestures to where the potion would go in her pot, her little mess. But do you have the potion?
Maybe.
And Castilla throws the pillow at them and starts to chase them. Give it back. Give it back now.
Spiss is just running around the room. I want also to be known that Spiss is not holding her bag. She's just running around. The bag with the potion is not on Spiss.
Castilla doesn't know that.
I know, but I think that's funny for context.
While that happens, Victa is just going to, quite quietly, just stand up with his spell book and then just sit next to sit next to Cersei, and just quietly and just ask her, "All right, what spell is up? What magic are you preparing for today?"
We're getting down to business.
Defeat the Huns.
I will say, as you
Oh.
get up, Victa, and you start walking towards Cersei, you notice something that stands out pretty like a sore thumb in this room. Everything here is covered in dust. Everything here looks like it's been sitting here for quite a while, except for this one thing. This one thing in particular that doesn't seem like. It seemed like. How could you have missed this? There is a small chest about the size of like a jewelry box. And on top of the chest, there is a handkerchief placed.
One seems is not like the other.
Strange. Do not believe that. Do not believe that this was. Do not believe that this was here last night. And Vivicta's gonna walk over to it and inspect it. Pick it up.
Yeah. It's it weighs a little bit. It's a little heavy, the chest. The handkerchief is sitting neatly on top. It has a crest. It's like a almost like a I forgot what it's called. I don't think bishop's the right word. The chess piece that looks like a tower.
Rook.
There you go, rook. With a clock behind it, essentially the symbol of a clock behind the rook. One of the corners of the handkerchief is like folded. So the whole thing is folded up, but one of the corners is folded out.
Victor's gonna try and open the chest.
You go to open the chest, and it opens freely. It has latches, but it doesn't seem to be locked. It's like a small, not small. I also don't want to say small. It's about like
6 inches wide.
no, more than that. More than that. Maybe foot, maybe a little more than the foot wide, both sides. So it's pretty decent, but it's not like a giant. It's not your chest of gold you guys got from your winning your race. But yeah, you open it up. And inside there are a couple of things. First off, there is an assortment of what seems like to be 11 different bottles, potions.
Oh.
10 of them look about the same. There are these potions you've seen before. They are just potions of healing. One of them looks bizarre. It is shaped a little more rectangularly, and it's the coloration of the water is a very light blue, almost like mouthwash, that kind of coloration.
Mhm.
It has a description to it, the way it looks. It has small little bubbles within it that kind of stay. And there is a mist emanating from the empty part of the bottle.
Mhm.
There is also a ring. It looks quite bizarre as well. The ring has these red circles that go all the way around it. The ring itself is black, and it has these white lines that spread across from the main red circle near the top. And there are 3 neatly rolled up papers.
Okay, Victor's gonna read the first one. Unfurl the papers. Just first, second, third.
All right, you unroll the first one. And as you do, and you skim through it, you quickly recognize that this is a spell scroll. It is a spell
Okay.
scroll for the spell Hypnotic Pattern.
Ooh.
Okay.
The second one also is a spell scroll. This one is for Mordecai's Private Sanctum.
Ooh.
And the last one seems to also be a spell scroll. They all have this seal, the same seal, but this time in a seal form, not just an insignia of the the tower with the clock behind it. And this last one is for Hold Monster.
Good spell.
Okay. All right. This is, gonna the rectangular potion.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a description with it?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Just the.
I gave a description of how it looked, but besides that, there's nothing really telling you. I mean,
Yeah, just the weirdly decorated ring.
Yeah, and the handkerchief that was on top of the folded up handkerchief on top of the chest.
Okay. Yeah. Victor's also gonna investigate that.
All right. The handkerchief seems neatly folded, almost in a very origami-like manner. But there's a specific corner of it sticking out. And as you go to unfurl it, there's writing on it. It reads, "To the individuals who have assisted me in confirming my suspicions, I have been told your name is Kaleidoscope as a group. I have here the promised rewards for your first interaction, at least, in assisting us through the tower. Within it, there are 10 potions of healing for your troubles and to ensure that you may come back all in one piece to further assist if it is within your liking. The suspicious 11th potion is a specific tonic of my creation. It is named the Gin and Tonic.
Nice.
It has the ability to allow you to enter a gaseous form for about 10 minutes.
It's good for us.
Without the restriction of concentration that spell requires you to do. The ring of strange design is known as the Ring of 8 Eyes.
Nice.
It is a ring that would allow you to summon a arachnid familiar for a specific amount of time, while not having use in combat, can have use in many other ways. You are mentally connected to the arachnid, and it goes wherever you choose it to.
Let's find out.
And the last 3 items are 3 spell scrolls that we had around the tower. There are many spell scrolls here that the tyrant has left, and they've only been gathering dust. So, noticing that you have an individual amongst you who is not only a purveyor of the arcane, but a student of our former young master, I'd figure it was handed down to good hands. Thank you, and I hope you come back to assist us further into figuring out the mysteries within the primals themselves, and either freeing or finally sealing the rest of the individuals residing within the tower. And it says, from the Lycon.
Okay, never mind.
That does explain why this wasn't here. That wasn't here in the last night.
Oh, no, it's like I put it in my clothes and I asked it to reopen.
Castella, Space. If you two are done with your little spat,
Imagine Spitz is in like a headlock from Castilla.
Wait, can I ask? Spiss, can you roll acrobat?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll see if the headlock. Yeah, Castilla has kind of like wrapped her arms around Spiss's waist, preventing them from running.
Spitz has been tackled from above and is now like octopus hugged from to keep from running.
Fine, fine. And Castilla actually does look like mad right now. This isn't playful. This is like she's actually irritated.
Spitz will reach into her bag and give the potion back.
You can keep it. It's fine.
Ooh.
I only took it to mess with you. Put it back. And she'll like put it back where it was supposed to be with Castilla's stuff.
Castilla is gonna give a obviously try to give a thank you smile to Spiss, but yeah,
it's
she's
strange.
not okay right now. She's very mad and is like unclenching her hands a bit to calm down,
Aw.
but walks over.
We appear to during the night we appear to have gotten a I suppose a gift basket from the Lycan. Lot of health potions, a potion of gaseous form, and a few spell scrolls intended for my study. I do the spells, the health potions we can at the very least distribute amongst ourselves. The spell scrolls themselves, while they would be useful. Well, one of them at least is only a one-time use, and I'll keep the scrolls on myself, and if they are necessary in the moment, then worry about that then. But
How many potions did you say you had? There was 10?
10 healing potions and 10 healing potions and a potion and a gaseous form potion. Basically, it puts you under the effect of gaseous form, but without needing to cast the spell.
So that's 2 healing potions each plus 2 extra. So
Yeah.
you should probably take an extra one, Victor, just because you have less hit points, less health.
I do suppose I am less durable than the rest of you.
And I'm thinking Castilla should take the other one, unless there's any arguments on the against.
Should Spiss take one? I mean, they're on the front lines more often than me. Well,
But
no.
Though, at a moment, at a time that me or you, either one of us would have a better opportunity to drink a potion in the middle of combat. someone on the Spiss on the front lines wouldn't exactly have a moment to step aside.
Gotcha.
It'd be smart of you to have it, yeah.
So,
And there
sorry,
was also a there's also a ring for it. It was described as the ring of 8 eyes. You're able to get able to able is able to summon a small spider companion to assist.
Oh, amazing. The concept alone is hilarious.
I was warned that it wouldn't really provide much help in combat, which is not surprising considering I'm pretty sure it is just a small spider. But I wouldn't. But I do not see why why such an item wouldn't assist with either scouting or honestly mainly scouting ahead. You can see through the spider's eyes as well.
I mean, not to
I-
put my hat in the ring, but if anybody, it seems really cool to have a spider friend.
then it's yours.
Really? Nobody else wants a spider friend? We can fight to death over it.
I already have my little friend.
Oh, you do? That's so true.
I think you want it the most.
I just love spiders. They're like one of my favorite things. The concept of a little spider friend just seems too amazing to ignore. I hold my hands out so excitedly. I'm like, this is the best day of my life. Very visually.
Yeah, Victor very casually hands it over. Bit of a small smirk on his head. Bit of a small smirk.
I'm so excited. This is better than my graduation.
Do wish we had more time. Do wish we had more time. Had more time to allow for proper copying of the spells in my book, but we do not have that. But definitely do not have the time. Takes 6 hours. 6 hours minimum for the lowest level of them. But so future time.
So, what's our go-to plan?
I do. At the prison itself, Castilla, how much? It was mentioned a while ago that you have been to the prison before when you were younger.
Yes, I went with my father once, but from what I remember, it was not deep, if that makes sense. Would Castilla, like, what would Castilla remember, like, entrance-wise, how, like, at the time, considering this could be anywhere from 20 to maybe even 25 years ago, depending on the age. Like, what was the door like? Like, what does she remember?
You remember a very large iron gate. It was built onto a mountainside. So, and as far as you know, there was just one door built right in front of a mountainside, guarded by multiple guards at the front as well as guard towers. You saw the entryway when you went in. It was this almost stairs that would lead downwards into where it plateaus, and in the entryway it was pretty much where most of the guards stood. It was their break place, their cafeteria, a lot of the things that the guards would do. And you saw after that, it would open up to this large cavern where cells were pretty much, they started from the left or the right and they went around in a circle, in a big ring. And there would be stairs. It would be descending. So from the right side, it would start descending. And it was just a huge pit, and you couldn't really. It was so large that you couldn't really see the bottom where it ended from what you remember.
Gotcha. Castilla will relay all that she did remember. But we now have the caveat of new government, new regulations, new rules, on top of the monsters, meaning how many guards are outside at night, how many guards are there even in general?
And any possible remodelings that may have occurred in the meantime, from the last time you visited.
I was very small, and I still question why my father brought me there. I think it was just to, show me, hey, look, this is something we're gonna have to do. When you're older, you check in on places, and I was pretty freaked out because it was dark. I mean, big, dark, scary place as a child.
Understandable.
But I think the biggest thing is, how are we even going to get inside? If there are guards outside, they have to open the door. Which means, why would they open the door for us?
I mean, there's probably...
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a different entrance.
I wouldn't, honestly. It's a jail. It's meant to keep people in. The less exits, the better preventing of escape.
I mean, not that it's like there's limitations to it, but I feel like I have a grasp on a spell that could kind of like that gaseous form you were talking about. It's similar to that, except it's 8 hours and you can turn back and forth at will. So you're basically air.
All of us, or just one?
Up to 6 people, up to 10 people.
Oh,
That's
wow.
That's Windwalk you are referring to, correct?
That's the one. Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
And the only pitfall of it seems super useful in every way, shape, or form. The only pitfall is it takes you a minute to revert back to yourself, and in which time you are incapacitated, so you would need to be somewhere reliably safe for a minute so you could turn back into yourself. That's the only pitfall of that idea. But it gets us in silently, and you are effectively just a small wisp, is what it says. A small wisp.
I could invisible at least 2 people, but that means 2 people. I mean, unless Cersei could shift into something tiny, or
I could make all of us invisible at once if necessary.
Need to get some. This is like the only issue with not knowing about what this prison does, because this might be a complete long shot. Spiss, but do you know if there are any? Because I know you weren't massively involved in, your parents' ownership, I guess, of the prison, but do you know if they had any, or if you heard if they had any sort of like magical, like barriers or something that might like stop a spell if you stepped through it or something?
I would just jumping in here. I would probably say that's a good assumption to make, Cersei, considering when we tried to scry my mother, it kind of tried to shove us out.
Oh yeah, that's true. It did try to do that.
But Spiss, do you know anything?
I didn't even know we had anything to do with the prison until after I met
Mm.
you all.
That's fair.
So
Yep.
Okay. So I guess maybe if we run on the assumption that it has some sort of magical, because your mom's really powerful, right? So like, or
From my
presumably really powerful.
understanding, yes. She's
So how are they
was very
stopping?
sorceress.
So they must be having some way of stopping her from doing magic.
Probably
No.
stopping a lot of the people in there. I mean,
Mm.
There are runes and spells that would count that. I mean, for example, simply the anti magic field. It is fairly high level, but people of power could get seasoned or well researched wizards cast it into a rune, cast it into a wall, board, what, and there's also the fact of plenty of magic items that could suppress magic arcane abilities, and yeah, there are plenty of ways, so many ways to counter arcane magics that can't exactly focus on a specific one. There's no point.
but we need to go in with the assumption that even stepping foot near that place is going to drop any spells we have.
Possibly. That would not be a bad thing to keep in mind. But
Sorry, continue.
Getting in through Windwalk that would be easier, but that would replace the question of getting out, unless.
Well, the spell lasts for 8 hours, so whoever has the spell on them can turn back into a wisp. It would just be the question of getting Isla out.
There is the potion.
Oh, that's so true. So, going to Isla and then providing Isla the potion, then everybody else sort of 1 minute turns back.
There's also a chance my mother has a spell once we get her out, or things like that can assist.
Maybe she knows teleport.
I mean,
I have no idea.
You do. I mean, that is the tree walk spell you have.
I do, but I only have one spell slot, so it's either transport via plants or it's windwalk. We don't get both.
Fair enough.
I would be too powerful.
Push comes to shove, and you need to get in. We could always have you have arrested me. I mean, there's a good chance they'll even show us right to where my mom is. They'll probably put us on the same level, if not lower.
My only worry with handing in you or Victa or me is that we were explicitly wanted dead or alive.
They might
So
be
they could decide you're like too much of a hassle and just try and kill you instantly.
I mean, how would some random guards know that, you know?
It's on the wanted posters.
But they don't have to kill me right away if you turn me in alive. I mean,
That
it's an
feels a
option.
bit-
We could also turn
feels
you
a bit
in.
too risky.
I'm wanted alive.
I would handing people in, I feel like should be planned like Z.
Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Z. I forgot I had an American accent. Plan Z.
What's a Z?
Darn Feywild accent.
That Feywild accent,
Yeah, my
you know?
favorite accent's coming through. Like just because the idea of possibly getting murdered, and she looks at Costello, or possibly being taken and we never see you again, looking at Spiss.
Spish shrugs.
It's, it feels like maybe if we can limit us handing someone over, then we don't have to like figure out how to save you as well as like Isla, you know?
I mean, I got
True,
kicked out.
yes.
I got kicked out once. I can do it again.
Spiss, I think your family wants you alive for a certain reason. It's a reason I don't like. So, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'm seeing the perspective now.
Like, it's, every plan's a good plan, and if all else fails, I feel like we will have to go with one of those ones. But maybe we should dance around it for a little bit.
Or here's an option, and Castilla pulls out her mask.
Mm-hmm.
We can be in this center and say we know something.
Give him
As
the
much as that would freak me out.
give him the mask and say we saw you.
Got into a scuffle, you know?
Tried to grab you, but saw you. I don't know, somewhere in the woods somewhere.
Yeah, hanging around the castle maybe. Or hold on, Emily's pulling up the map, don't mind me.
Saw you by the tyrant's tower.
You saw me by the Tyrant's Tower. Or, hey, maybe I was by the Sanctum or Abatois or somewhere where there's people of concern.
What, we're handing you in?
No, the mask. If we need to say, hey, I don't know, it beats handing in a person, but it's still relevant. I mean,
Give them their mask and say we have information. We don't have her.
we know
but
what
we
she
have
looks like. You know? We saw her face.
True.
My face that has never been revealed to the public in 15 plus years.
But then if you hand it over, we lose an ancient piece of technology. Because they're not going to not want to take it from you. You can't just show it to them and then be like, "Oh, that's fine." They're going to be like, "Give it to me."
I don't know.
I think if we can limit our ability to give them something, then we don't have to then plan a second rescue mission to get it back or get them back. You know?
Okay.
But like, all plans are definitely good plans, and we will probably need about 12 of them.
That'll be plan Y.
Let's keep it in mind.
Plan Y, and then Z is turning over a person.
Yeah, I just want to limit the amount of self-sacrificing we're doing, if possible. But I realize that gets us no closer to the plan.
So the door.
Castilla, do you know? Do you have an idea of how old the prison is?
Do I have an idea of how old the prison is, Jesse?
No.
Okay, great.
Old.
Ancient. All right.
Casilla gives the, I totally paid attention to my class lecture about this look.
Oh no. I know that look.
No.
You know that it's told that it was established by your oldest ancestor, the first queen.
Ooh, first queen. Fingers, sorry.
But it's never been specified the age of the prison, and also it's never been specified why um it's left your family's control.
Okay.
It must have, because it was, the realm, your continent was originally um a monarchy, and it still is.
Hmm.
But at some point, it became a monarchy with trusted families, and some of the
Became the British
responsibilities,
government. Sorry, Abby.
It
and
did.
some of the families were trusted with certain responsibilities, and it's probably thought at that point,
Hmm.
Spiss's family, at least the older generation of Spiss's family, were in charge with the prison.
I mean,
What a mistake.
a place that old, that ancient, and several changes of hands of power. It feels it's almost it's more than plausible that a secondary entrance, maintenance, whatever, had to exist at some point. It doesn't feel. If it was built into a cliffside, searching the top of that cliff does not seem like a bad idea. This doesn't seem like a bad place to start.
Jesse, question for you.
Yes.
Castilla had that one guard friend. I say friend. Person she looked up to, Ingrid.
Mm-hmm.
Would Ingrid have ever, I guess, had a shift at the prison? Would Castilla know that?
Ingrid had talked that most of the guards tend to have a responsibility within the prison at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And Ingrid eventually being promoted to working within the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ingrid's talked about when they used to work within the prison.
But nothing like, it was mostly probably just stories, I assume.
Tell you what,
Yup.
you can make a I would either say intelligence or history. You're trying to remember something, which would be more intelligence, but I'd let you
I
choose.
can do either. So straight intelligence or with a bonus, basically.
What happened?
So do you want me to do a straight intelligence or history, which is with my bonus?
Whichever one you want to use. They would both be with whatever gets added. Your intelligence with the modifier, or the
17.
17. 17's not bad. So your friend has told you about their work in the prison. They were specifically in charge of minor duties while they were there, keeping things clean, making sure that the prison itself is just kept intact and in maintenance. And in their younger ages, they have mentioned that there was a specific way that they were able to leave work without being caught. Never said where it was, but knowing what you know now, and the implication of there really being only one entrance, especially since it's going through so much essentially checkage, how would they be able to leave work without being caught?
Right.
The only thing you remember them telling you is that it is definitely, they said it was not a very safe way to get out of there, and they had to head up when it came to within the prison itself. They had to climb an old, not really well maintenance ladder that was left.
Castilla is thinking throughout this whole thing and then mentions, okay, I thought about this more. there was an old guard I kind of befriended. I don't know if he even I don't know what happened to him. Honestly, he's been gone since I was like 15. About that. But he would tell me stories sometimes. Or they would tell me stories sometimes, and I think they had a point where they mentioned how to get off of work without getting caught. AKA way in first, maybe?
Leave
Um,
it to the desire of lead it to the desire of laziness for discovering ancient secrets.
well, I mean, most guards had shifts there, and it's a lot of stairs, Victor.
Of course, I'm not saying anything against them. It's just amusing the amount of times in history that ingenuity that someone looking for a simpler way was also just lazy at the time. How do you think Mage Hand came around?
I was thinking more like somebody lost their hand and thus, for disability reasons, made something, but that too. Anyways, they had said something about it being very rickety and dangerous, but they went from inside the prison up, meaning we can go down. So I think actually checking the top of the cliff isn't a bad idea. If we could now get in contact with them, I don't have sending. If I turned into them, could somebody do a sending to them? Maybe. I don't even know if they'd want to help, or if they'd like to help, or are against the government. I don't know. We can maybe get some more inside information. That's if they're still alive too, with all this nonsense. I'm gonna ignore that fact. But Ingrid is always been kind to me when we knew each other, so I don't think they'd lie about something like this.
I mean,
I don't have access. I do not have the capabilities for sending.
yeah, no.
Cersei?
It's not in my druidic remit, unfortunately.
One day I will figure that out. One day.
But I do think that's a good lead. A good better lead than anything else we've got, so that seems like a good place to start.
Going from the top down is usually the best way to start. And with Windwalk as well as the potion, I doubt the ladder the supposed ladder would prove much hazard. If we are in gaseous form.
I think I mean, no plan is a great plan until it happens, and it either goes wrong or it doesn't. So I think it's greater than we can get.
Yeah, the closest thing we have to a plan, searching for this exit, doing whatever recon we can, finding a secure place to exit gaseous form, and split off from there.
Honestly, I think this is most planning we've done so far.
It's so true.
We actually have time to plan and not have somebody try and eat us or kill us or explode us. Right? Thanks, Papa Jack.
No, Papa Jack, it's fine. It's like a completely out of the. I wanted to ask the Lycon this, but he kicked us out before we got given the chance. I wanted to see if he had any components that I could steal for spells. Just wondering, anybody got any incense on them? Anyone
That's
at
an-
all? Yeah.
I do actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Yes. From the desert in. I believe it was that group of trade, that small outpost we saved from the those cat creatures. Yes.
Oh, do you mind if I have some? There was a spell I wanted to do, but it requires incense that costs
Of course,
gold.
go for it. I doubt we'll be encountering any of the sandworms out here. Don't think we'll need it.
Thank you, Vita.
Oh, no, Spiss is just kind of like oh yeah, we're supposed to be burning that to keep sandworms away, huh?
Whoops.
Just can I do it quick? Because I added the spell to my repertoire for this one reason and one reason only. I would like to light one of the incense, and I want to cast divination.
Ooh.
And it says, I'll post the thingy, but specifically, it's I can ask. You can ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity that to occur within 7 days. So if I ask it something that's going to happen in 7 days, it has to be truthful, but it can be cryptic or an omen. So I feel like everything that Cersei does divination-wise, she hasn't necessarily got a god, so she sort of asks the wider universe, if that makes sense, like Mother Nature, essentially. And in Druidic, I just want to ask, within the next 7 days, are there plans to kill Queen Isla? Because I want to know if they've got plans to get rid of her.
Did you just say this out loud?
It's in Druidic, so if you understand Druidic, you
Nope.
will understand what she is saying, but
Thank God.
Victor,
it is in
complex
Druidic.
languages.
I'm not wasting it on that. I don't even have it prepared.
It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
So, you asked this question,
Mhm.
and it is thrown out within the universe itself. You hear silence within this room, and then shuffling. A little small rat crawls
My besties!
out of
Rat.
one of the crevices within these old walls. The building itself kind of giving off this sense of rot over time. Such an old, unmaintained building. And as the rat skitters across, one of the hanging chandeliers falls and crushes it.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
That's an omen if I've ever seen one.
May I ask what you asked?
I don't know.
You wanted to kill a rat?
I didn't know. I think when she does like divination, it's almost like she go like, you know, when someone's staring at something, but it's almost like they're looking through the thing. It's kind of like she's got that kind of wide-eyed, kind of unfocused look, as she's sort of like holding this incense that's burning down toward her fingers, and she's just like staring at that direction of like where the rat was squished by a chandelier. And she sort of doesn't really come back into it until she feels like the burning on her like index finger and her thumb to like basically jolt her back into her own body. And she flicks the incense like onto the ground and kind of like stabs her fingers.
Before you do,
Hmm?
you get these flashes, rapid these images. Snow, chains, these metal bars. You get a group of undescribed people, like a crowd. A wooden plank, a rope.
Are they gonna public execution Castell's mother?
You see a familiar face within the snow itself, the father of Castella. You see the smoke of a pipe, very long and garish, I guess. I don't know what the term I would use. Long black hair. And a stretched out, lanky individual with a paper mask over their head, a paper bag over their head.
Oh, it's the prison guy.
And those are the images that flash in your mind before you're pulled out of that state.
Oh my god.
I think, yeah, like as she comes out, she goes, as the burning hits her fingers, and she flicks the incense away, and sort of
What did you
that
ask?
she's still staring at this, like smushed rat, basically.
Of course it's a rat, by the way.
That's my I like the little guys. The vision knew. Like, what are you gonna pay attention to? I think she sort of, I can't think of the word, but just very like airy. Like it's almost like she's not really there, even though she is. I I asked the universe, I guess, just if there were anything that we should know about upcoming, and it was not very forthcoming.
Maybe it's saying we're gonna stop the warp. I mean, it warped us, right?
I get the feeling that without our intervention, the outcome is going to be more grim.
Is it that bad, Cersei?
It
Oh,
It's-
what did you ask about someone in particular? Or
Priscilla, I need you to listen to me, and I need you to remain as calm as you can. I asked if there were plans to kill your mother, and that's what I got. And she looks at the chandelier that has killed the rat. And divination, the first time I cast it, they can be cryptic, they can be short turn of phrases, omens, but the first time I cast it, it's always right. So within the next 7 days, there are plans to kill your mother.
Castilla looks... Well, she looks scared. She's just staring at the crushed rat now, with a little bit of a look of horror.
any implication of was there any implication of it being a planned or public event or private?
Just a quick one on the father that I saw. Is that Magnus, or was that the one whose name escapes me?
August.
August. Was it August or Magnus?
It was August.
It was August. Evil
Wait,
Papa.
August was in the snow?
He was standing in the snow, like almost like when you just see someone by themselves, standing
Mhm.
slightly from a distance as it was snowing.
Father, why?
There was flashes of snow, which makes sense. Chains, metal bars, a crowd, a rope, smoke. I saw King August, and presumably, I'm gonna go with one of the Ieens with the long back hair and the pipe that we've seen before. Or jealousy, the other one.
Doesn't sound like that does not sound like a bad assumption to make.
And the guy, if you remember me telling you before, Casilla, the tall, like lanky man with the bag on his head in the prison with your mom.
Yes, we saw that in the sky.
He
You
was
saw it.
there too, but just a flash. And it's, from what I could gather, it seems like it might be a public hanging, but that's just from flashes of very brief images. It's not concrete.
Great. That's great. Yeah. We'll stop it. We will.
We will. We have 7, well, in and around 7 days.
We do. Current plan, at the very least, does have Isla been out of there by today. So
Yeah. So if we're quick, that's all we need to worry about.
quick is an understatement. We do have the entire day.
Well, yeah, no, totally. We have the entire day. And then telepathically, I'm gonna tell Victor, technically, divination could be like in a minute. Like it could happen like in a second from now. So my divination could come true in seconds. So.
Are there?
But maybe don't say that out loud.
I hate asking this, Casilla, but regarding the circumstances, but are there any significant events, calendar-wise, soon here, or?
Do I know the answer to that, Jesse? I'm sorry. I'm coming. I don't know a lot about Stick Ice. I'm sorry.
We're asking you all the questions about Stick Ice today.
It's still a noble who should know everything and anything about Stick Heist.
You would know that it is nearing the time where, if there would be a successor, there would normally be crowned around this time of the year for traditional reasons. It's only done when there's already plans for a successor.
Right.
But there is a specific date that they tend to hold it on, or at least the specific
it's like
time.
the best date. Like should something happen, it's the holy day of some kind or something or whatever.
It's an indication of when the original queen was deemed. It's the same date that the original queen, or at least theorized, because they don't exactly know, but it's around the same period where the original queen was crowned.
Gotcha. You can see the gears turning in Castella's head. It's around the date, and still say, when way back, there was this like queen, and she first got crowned. Well, it's like that kind of day, basically. They're probably trying to prevent anyone from uprising against Swiss's mother. They have to name the successor soon, officially. And should my mother come back, or any of us, honestly, she's fucked.
Not exactly a need for a successor when the previous. So
it probably isn't public execution per se. It maybe is with whoever's in the loop of that. It wouldn't make sense for her to publicly hang my mother. From what we've heard, I mean, I'm the one who should be publicly hanged, not her.
Right?
No, it's fine, Papa Jack. I'm not getting hanged. But
I'll pull that into the universe. That's what everyone.
everyone knock on wood, Costello. But it wouldn't. My mother's supposed to be dead, so if they were to publicly hang her, very contradictory. I wouldn't really want a queen who would do that, you know? But it's soon. And honestly, knowing everything going on, they'd probably go sooner than later. Not risk day of, if that makes sense.
So, unsurprisingly, time is of the essence.
We'll just have to make sure
Well, what?
that my mother can't take the crown.
Yeah. Considering what we have, considering what we have contemplated is likely the most of a plan will be able to formulate without going into what ifs. I feel we should head out. I feel we should head out.
Yeah. We need to get my mother out as quick as possible. Figure out where if she knows where the rest of the family is. And we need to stop a crowning, essentially.
So right now, our main priorities are getting to the prison, finding the entrance, then getting Isla out of there. All of that all of that can be worried about when Isla is safe.
Okay. Okay.
And I give Costello a quick hug.
Please.
I give Costello a hug. Just silently.
Costello will melt down into it because I assume. Are you floating up?
Yeah, I'll float up. So like
Okay.
I'm at your head height.
We'll get her out. You have our word.
Thanks. I mean it. Thank you.
It's no problem. You would do the same for any of us. If it was actually desired. Victor side eyes Spiss.
Yeah, Spiff is sitting there, like, very awkwardly, very pale, because she's like, we're gonna go free your mom from jail that my mom put your mom in jail. And my mom's trying to kill your mom so that my mom can take the crown.
A figure of speech, Spicitus. Not literal.
All right, and as you guys prepare yourselves to leave the confines of the tower, we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
Oh my god.
Jesus, that's like
No.
some of the best planning we've done.
It so is.
This is the only planning we've done.
That's not surprising.
You know our other campaign. You guys don't ever plan.
We don't. That's a good point. No, probably not. No, we spent a month planning one thing.
Yeah, a month planning one thing and nobody followed the plan until like.
See, that's why we don't plan things.
Okay, I'll give you that. We did plan. I mean, you got the most you guys planned and stuck to the plan was the beach art, and I feel bad about that.
So exactly, no planning then.
Gotcha.
Like I am not going to be surprised if the most amount of organization and cooperation that I will ever see was from that volleyball game.
You guys got into that. I got scared at a point.
Correction, Kathy and Persimmon got into that.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Great. And just the two meat bodies forced against each other. Not meat bodies, but just meat bodies. It's just like it's
I was gonna say about Light Spring, just
Also, August, why are you watching your wife get hanged, buddy?
I mean, he might not be able
Sir?
to intervene.
Sir,
how much power have you sacrificed?
if this man truly loves his family, what have you done? God, I'm doing this because I love you. Yeah, you're watching your wife get hanged.
How much do you really love your wife?
I'm thinking a certain text I sent Jesse a while back is coming true and it scares me. I might have said to Jesse, hey, wouldn't it be interesting if, like, this is a theory I have, if August was actually trying to bring back his old family instead of in replacement of his new family? Anyways,
No.
that was my theory. I think the theory's coming true a bit, guys.
I think it might be.
Everything's fine.
It's fine.
I'm so sane right now.
Oh my goodness.
Well, aren't you fun? You get to come to the session where you watch my mom die. So you shoot your dad.
that was bummer.
Cow bummer.
Coward.
For context, my first campaign I ever ran.
Uh-huh.
Actually, you want to tell the story? Go ahead.
No, I think you remember it more actually.
Oh yes. So first campaign I ever ran was Icewind Dale, and this was around the time like this is like I think a year post COVID,
Yes.
but this is a year post a lot of things happening, like health stuff for both of us, and Wilson's father dying.
No, that was 2 years before.
That was 2 years before that, 2018,
which is still
kind of fresh at the time. So we're having this arc, and I'm having Wilson's character Hestia, who's a kobold who likes to tinker with things, having I think it was like a really depressing argument, and then like the dad was turning into a monster in the dream or something, and so me not even thinking goes, so you shoot your father, you shoot your dad, not forgetting what has happened recently in the past couple of years. And it has been held over my head ever since. And I love it.
Affectionately, because what?
Because, you say you shoot your dad. And knowing said father,
What is D&D if not wish fulfillment?
I love you. Oh, therapy, guys. I love therapy so much. Yay. So, yeah.
We use the bathroom now.
Yeah, you're good.
It's a good time.
You can, you don't have to stay.
I know.
You don't want.
I know.
But it's more fun.
I kept forgetting Wilson was here, and then Pepperjack would make a noise, and I'm like, oh yeah!
The baby's here.
I'm like, Pepperjack has a voice actor today.
Like Dina whenever her dog comes and plays Smudge in our other campaign.
Oh my god.
So watch the fucking tiny ass what's Displacer Beast kitten.
Yep. The kitten, Displacer kitten.
Displacer kitten, yeah.
Displacer kitten. God, there's a lot happening tonight, and I feel bad because Castilla's not gonna be in a mood, and I feel I'm sorry. I'm just.
This is great. I feel like this is gonna be a really great arc for Castilla and Spiff. Because we are literally we're trying to prevent one of our families from killing the other ones.
And might kill the other one in said process, anyways.
Yeah. So it's like,
Because,
hey Spiff, you
like,
just figure out your feelings toward your family like really quick. Like really quick.
see, Castilla doesn't necessarily. Sorry, go ahead.
We are rapidly approaching the location where you need to figure that out very fast.
Like, are you chill with your parents dying or not? Answer quick. Time sensitive.
Quick. See, I will be 100% honest in saying that Castilla wants to punch one person out of your family confidently, and it is not your parents.
I'm fascinated to know which one that.
Feel free to make a guess, and I will not tell you till it happens.
I feel like it's her twin. I feel like it's her
I'm not
twin.
snitching. I'm not snitching. You might be right, but
I want to see Cirrus.
Castilla is like, okay, let me get this straight. You've spent this long defending or trying to help your sibling even on the down low, and then all of a sudden, when they're getting kicked out, you're like, oh, I didn't see shit. Like, no, you know what was going on.
Right in front of you, just turns around, leaves.
And for Castilla having seen it through Space's eyes in that one vision, no, homegirl Castilla is livid at Cirrus. So, homeboy better be ready for angry Castilla over here.
I feel like this is gonna be one of those things where Spiss isn't gonna know how she feels about her parents even after this is all dealt with. Like, this is gonna be one of those things where it's like she might not get closure on because we just have to make a decision. You know?
No, I want Spice to get closure.
Well, it's either we make a decision, we have to make a decision and save Castilla's parents, or Spiss takes the time she needs and we risk Castilla's family. We put Castilla's family on the line and all stick heist.
Well, we don't need to kill them.
Like, I'm just saying there's a I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but there's a possibility.
Put them in a prison of their own design.
I'm saying Victor does now have whole person and tiny hut.
Like,
in the tiny hut you go.
Demi-plane of jail.
Demi-plane of fuck you.
You know, just based on the way how everyone who has seemed to deal with the Ayin sisters. Ayin sisters. Has not gone very well for them. I have a sinking suspicion that Spiss might not have her mom after this.
No. We'll make sure that she can.
The problem just goes away because the Ayin just deals with it.
The tower, the tyrant's tower.
Like, Spiss's parents might just be a god after this, and not because Spiss had to make a choice. It might be from their own decisions.
The Ayin's like, hey,
yeah,
I heard you were having a problem with your parents. I dealt with it. Don't worry.
So Spiss never gets the closure of shouting at them or like anything. I think that's a possibility. I'm like,
I want Spiss to have a moment to just scream at them. They deserve it.
But I'm like, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you know,
sometimes you just gotta scream.
You can always have a fun scream while you're hitting them with an axe.
That's true.
We're talking about killing somebody's parents, by the way. Wilson's back.
Like, you know, mid-combat, you just do that classic where you're like screaming and crying, but you're also like attacking them brutally. Like an anime.
Like an anime. This is an anime girl now. This was always an anime girl. It's real.
Spiss is an anime protagonist confirmed.
Oh my god. I feel like we'd all be anime protagonists. But like in different animes.
I really hope they're all slice of life.
I don't know enough about animes to like say anything, to like come up with every genres.
Romance, throuple.
Ceci is magical girl for certain. She gives off magical girl vibes.
Oh my gosh.
Like Sailor Moon shit.
What does Victor be?
Not Sailor Moon. I'm thinking.
Honestly, I'm based off of my minimal experience in animes, I'd say isekai, where the main character just has some broken ability. Considering Victa's moat ability would probably qualify for that.
See, I was getting the same vibe, though I was gonna pop you in like Full Metal Alchemist type universe, because that's also a same vibe, but it's also like horrendously emotional, and I feel like that makes a perfect mix for Vita.
See, I was
I
going
couldn't get
along.
that. So
Isn't that the dog episode?
yes.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we all know the dog episode.
Oh,
Never seen that show. I just know nobody can watch it because of that, including myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was referring to. Horrendously emotional.
I feel like
What?
Hastilla would be thrown in either one of those really cheesy I turned into the princess of da 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 of a video game,
Ah, yes.
or
Love them.
Hastilla would be thrown into Soul Eater. There's no
There's no in between.
it's either horror on one side or it's oh god, now I'm in a dating sim.
Soul Eater is like amazing, and at one point I wanted to throw that AU out into the world, but I was like, I don't know if anybody else knows what Soul Eater is.
I was gonna ask who's the Meister and who's the wielder.
Yes, that's what I wanted to know, but I was like, is that too niche?
I was for the anime things. I was going for like really slice of life, like chill vibes. Like Cersei, the like fun magical girl. Victa is maybe like college life where all his problems are just like the next exam
Aww.
or something. Castilla has her romance. One. And I think Spiss would have like her self-discovery anime, whatever.
Of gender or just in general?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Spiss would have, of course, a self-discovery thing, because as far as I'm aware, self-discovery animes are the ones that would have that the main character, like, at some point finds their way onto a roof.
See, like, I'm gonna be so honest. I feel like we're all like, yeah, our characters would be slice of life, and then end up in Corpse Party, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
For context, that's a video game and an anime. I do not recommend you watching it at night. It is gruesome. And that was also the second anime I ever watched as a child at 10 years old.
Oh my god!
I'm getting a look from my. I'm not joking. It was, unfortunately, and it's forever rotted my brain. It's what introduced me to like Eve and
okay.
Mother and
That makes sense now.
yeah, Witch's House.
I now even more highly recommend fuck, what the hell was it called? It was based on it's a glitch production thing.
It was the thing you were telling me about, the
Amazing Digital Circus.
the other one. There's a new one.
Gaslight District.
Gaslight District.
Yeah, now even more highly recommend, because it
Noted.
has the family focus, and yet in one scene, like, the main character is like has a dad that will do literally anything for her, and like absolutely loves her to bits. And there is also a scene where a person's brain is consumed.
Ooh, okay. 50-50 on that, but it sounds like a vibe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. It is a
Really?
trip.
Oh, because I know you're gonna get this. What? This is gonna so the stories of Monument Mythos. Of those groups, what would you assign to each of our PCs? Like, who would you think? Who would you think is what?
I have no fucking clue.
Because-
Mythos is fucking weird.
No. Because okay, so you know the Air Force One Angel,
Yeah.
Spicitus.
Yeah, that I can definitely see.
The I feel bad associating victim with this one, but I just do. The, the crab, the boat
The
crab.
fucking boat crab. I feel like I feel like these are a bit too abstract concepts to associate with individual people. I will say.
See, when I suggested it, you, it's like, oh yeah, Chrono Trigger, because you got some similarities there. Not, yes, Victor, the Suez Canal crab.
The Suez Canal crab. You know, just the
Who was
giant boat that
who
walks
was
on the
activated who was awoken by a fucking nuke.
Casually for fun.
Yeah, and that space I'm basing off 8 individuals who got literally zonked so hard atom-wise, they all dissipated and then formed into one thing that basically is nothing and also is the central nervous system. I love them.
Yeah, I do that on the weekend.
Yeah, I feel like Castilla would be like Everett. He sounds normal. He's not. He basically was a baby who got sent to another dimension with his mom, but then the mom left, but the baby stayed. And then the baby had to grow up in the weird dimension, and then he got warped and stuff. So yeah, I basically feel like that's Castilla. Don't
Yeah,
ask.
I'm going to say, I do not think I what I'm going to ask. I swear, I will say, I swear to God, if you somehow associate Alcatraz Island with anyone,
Um, Valentis.
I can unfortunately see
I know
that, but
nothing
still
about it,
disgusting.
Um,
which sounds
I
so
feel
cute.
like Pearl, not Pearl, no, Cersei. Actually, Cersei and Pearl would both play into the statue, the not Victory, the winged lady on the Capitol. What the hell is her name? Hold on.
Justice.
Yes, Statue of Justice. Pearl and Cersei are connected to that story.
Eh,
I feel
maybe,
like
kinda.
Pearl could.
All
I
right,
think
all right,
it's
all right,
the
all right.
aspect of like the
The
mom.
story of its creation, yes. The aftermath of what the
Yes,
statue did,
yes.
no.
I don't
We're
agree with what the statue did, but it was gender. Anyways.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, well listen, because the statue this is gonna sound so bad. The statue became alive because of some weird stuff going on. Because the creator realized, oh, if I cut my hand on this special blade, it can still move, and then he slowly basically cut himself up, and the statue then tried to wear him. Then the
Okay,
statue was getting sick.
that's enough of
No,
that, please.
yep, yeah.
Even that
It's
He
episode.
basically
must
about
have
how
tried
the
to
soul.
wear.
Yeah, the souls basically remain, and we're like, oh, we want to stop this happening, and that's the aspect I'm going off of.
That feels too much for 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm now glad I did not elaborate on what Alcatraz Island actually is. So yeah, just Jesse, take
What
it
is
a
this?
while you go. I'll message it to you.
Tell me what this
I have a
is.
very good video I can send.
okie doke. So
We got
you
that part
guys,
of the video.
That was a different video. That was Flush Pit.
No. We got no. It was it was a while ago. You did,
Yeah, we got to Suez Canal crab. That's it.
yes.
Okay, I'll stop.
okay. Um. Oh. All right. So you guys are you gather your things and you begin to head out from the front door of the tower. Um, as you open the door and you head out, immediately you notice that it is cloudy today. Forecast. There's light drizzles of rain, and you don't really see currently the other realm, since the clouds are pretty much covering in between. It is a little on the darker side, but still clearly visible enough. And the grounds are littered. Arms, legs of creatures. Some of the creatures you've seen the corpses of before, and the quills kind of implanted into multiple areas.
Seems like they were busy.
Unfortunately.
Sad that we were in there and they were out here.
Yeah, glad we were not a consequent. Glad we were not a target of this thing. Shall we head, Cersei? If you could take the lead.
Yeah. What? Where is it? There it is. Yeah. Okay. So I sort of, kind of flutter up and tap each person sort of like on the center of their forehead. And then she does it to herself. And then sort of as she holds her hands out to sort of like almost gesture to the wider universe, everybody freezes in place, including Cersei, and slowly, for a minute, their forms begin to turn into a wisp of something. A cloud form. We're in a cloud form, but it takes a minute to do.
And we can't talk in this form, so.
Now we're all. I can. Oh God, I'm stuck in all your heads again.
We all have our earrings on.
Well, you can't move.
We do not have those. The earrings are literally integrated into our gaseous form.
Well, damn.
So it's keep in mind we're all heading in the same direction.
We are at least visible to each other, because the gaseous forms are visible to each other. But so thankfully,
Yeah. They move quite quickly. So
yeah, Victa, I feel would Victa, I feel would take the lead. Making sure everyone follows.
I was gonna say everyone hold
Before.
Never hold
Try
the
to hold hands. So this is some try.
Yeah, so everyone's really quick. We move 300 feet, and we can dash, so 600 feet per round if we're keeping that in mind. And it's 8 hours, and it's not concentration. So, but every time you revert back to your human form or back into the wisp from the human form, it takes a minute, and you're completely incapacitated while you do it. So you are just frozen in place for a minute. So keep that in mind. I have explained that entire thing to you as Cersei. I just don't. I don't want to ramble it out. It's boring.
Yeah.
Read the spell description.
Casually moving at 70 miles per hour.
Just do now.
Yeah.
Where's the map? Just so I can better. Where is the map of Stick Ice? Just so I can better. Just so I can better describe.
DM chat.
Yeah, but it's download. I have there it is, downloaded file of it, so it's higher definition. But actually, we could just one of the things that we said we could do was just simply following the mountain line. So we don't actually have to just follow along the side of the mountain, because follow alongside the mountains to the mortuary prison. Because the mountains lead directly there. So like,
We're following you wherever you take us.
yeah. And Victa has stated that that would likely be the best way of finding it from the air in the first place. So
Nobody get distracted
Right.
and wander off.
Yeah, nobody.
Call out.
As you go to perform this, and you turn into the gust of wind itself, and you all fly off. Edging the mountainside itself. It's going to take majority of those 8 hours to reach your destination. And you do. You fly across the mountaintops, passing the castle of
okay,
Isildur.
actually, never mind. No, I'm not gonna. No,
You sure?
not gonna backseat DM because it's another case like remember the calculating the amount of the specific amount of papers on the table. It'd be like that. like how long would this actually take based off of time that based off of previous time that we've traveled.
If I have specific distances for all these things, I would, but
Yeah,
I don't.
and math
Plus,
market,
you're specifically edging the mountain, so you're not going in a straight line.
yeah.
You're trying to stay on the edge of the mountain, basically tracing all the way to the mortuary prison. But it's not taking the full 8 hours. It's taking just the majority of the 8 hours.
We're also having, traverse through mountains, which are wind or not. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Someone gets lost like once or twice, we have to go back.
Trust me, Owen. I do wish when I was making everything that I'd put some sort of measurement, because there's a lot of D&D maps that have measurements for distance, or the rules like on the corner or something, and I'm just like, nope, I didn't do that.
Yeah, I did have a smidge of desire to do that, like purely based off of the like distance we traveled from Yulia Town to the Darkwood Road wording on the map, like doing that in 12 hours.
I mean, you guys have traveled this continent as much time as I've spent
Yeah,
dealing with it. So if you have a general estimate of how much time you think it would take, I would trust you as much as I would probably trust myself. I sometimes I'm just like, I'm not gonna try to guess that distance.
I do feel like at this point my calculations would double the amount of time that this interjection has taken. So I'm gonna let you take the reins.
All right. Um. Yeah, within about, I would say, 5 hours, you get to the higher portion of where the mortuary prison is. How is there anything you guys are keeping your eyes out for as you're trekking across? I don't know if you're able to just be able to be perceptive as air, wind, this
I mean,
formulary.
you have your senses, but you are moving at 600 feet every 6 seconds. So I guess
is
it would
true.
depend on how quickly you'd be able to
100 feet
process
per second.
information.
That is true.
Yeah, it is roughly like I said before, 70 miles an hour.
So it's like, are you good at processing information at rapid paces? Maybe.
Well,
Could
70
still
miles an hour is fast.
attempt to look for people.
I did
So bad.
not. I also did not hear that the first time, I guess. It must have just left my mind when you said 70 miles per hour, because that changes everything. Bless you. Yeah, you'd probably get there, like, I would even say just a little over an hour.
Let's go.
Nice. Speed. I am speed.
I didn't hear the 70 miles an hour the first time. That's completely my bad. When you said that, I was like, oh, wow.
It is quick.
Yeah. It is a level 6 spell slot, so yeah, not
Yeah,
surprised.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, not even that much more than an hour. I would say just arguably 10 minutes over an hour, you'd reach that upper side of the mortuary prison.
Damn.
What a
Can
cool
I just
spell.
clarify real quick? Can we slow down? Not like saying we should right now, but in the future, should we do this? Can we like?
You just have a flying speed of 300 feet, so you can move
Okay. Okay.
however much you want to move with, but that's
sense,
your
makes sense.
available base speed is 300 feet. And then the only action you can take is the dash action, which is why it doubles to 600 if you were to.
Okay. Our maximum speed is 70.
Makes
70
sense.
miles per hour.
Thank you.
We're not just we don't have that we are not constantly moving that fast.
You're just locked.
Really funny though.
Oh, yeah.
Spell that forces you to move 300 miles per hour.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you okay?
Yep.
I cast Break the Sound Barrier.
I cast
Force you
Do
to
not
break
stop
down
on
there.
go.
So yeah, things looking out for.
I don't think we're gonna have a good time doing that.
Yeah,
that.
honestly, the only things I can think of that we would be able to look out for would be like groups of people, but like we considering the likelihood that there's a shitload of trees there.
Mm.
And we're in the
As-
mountains and in rain with potential snow.
And
Yeah,
as we get closer to our like intended destination, it might be a good idea to then start like
yeah,
keeping
when
an
we're
eye
actually at
out.
when we're actually at the prison, then we can use our incorporeal forms to scout.
I mean,
But-
you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
We all
above
have
it.
a look around.
Yeah, might as well.
What do we see?
Yeah. Fucking...
You're above it. You see your initial vision is the fact that it is fairly guarded. A lot of the guards are standing within the gates themselves, as well as patrolling the surrounding area. These guards particularly are not wearing the attire you're familiar with the Ishladir.
No purples, no yellows.
No. They're more of a blues.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
The gate itself is very large. This almost iron-like protrusion from the mountainside. But yet the small entryway to enter through, it's definitely designed to not make it easy for escape or for unauthorized entry.
Do the guards seem like they, I don't want to say they love their job, but like, does it look like these, are they having a good time? Are they just like moping about doing their job?
Are they willingly
or
guarding?
just do
Yeah.
or just doing their 9 to 5.
Yeah, pretty much.
You get that feeling from some of them, but a lot of the guards here seem like there is purpose to their.
Uh-oh. Purpose today?
No, just purpose to their work. Period.
Okay.
Ask them about like approach them as like union representatives.
Oh my god.
You have
Do you
That's
have
actually not a
dental?
bad idea.
They don't even have dental.
They don't have dental. Guys, we have an in.
Okay.
Thank you, voice from the sky.
For the prison, is there a is there a like a plateau that can be seen? Like any sort of flat area?
On the ground?
Like the description of the ladder entrance, going up and all that heavily imply with that description. I'm just looking like any sort of plateau above the doors of the prison itself.
Make a perception check.
All right.
My bad.
That was a good noise.
It's fine.
With it, that is a 6. Can I argue advantage due to the high ground?
Sure.
The high ground, Anakin.
Don't ask, don't get in this life.
All right. That is a 10.
Better than 6.
No, you can't initially see anything from the top. It definitely all looks natural, the upper half, except for the portions that are the nearest to the gate themselves. Yeah, it's hard to tell. A lot of this is covered in snow. A lot of the actual rock that's near the entrance is not covered in snow. But it is nothing is inherently visible or sticks out.
Can I? This. Feel free to tell me no. Because of my background, the thing that no one ever uses ever. It says that I have an excellent memory for geography. If I'm looking at the is it topography of the land? I don't know the word I'm looking for, but if I'm looking at the land, is there a way? Because obviously, the way that Castilla explained it to us was that it was, a walkable, area that you could get to. Like it wasn't like you had to scale a cliffside to get to it. It seemingly was walkable. Is there anything that on top of the mountainsides and ridges that I can spot and see like a path that would be like this is something that you could traverse quite not easily, but it's not unrealistic for somebody to have a pathway up there that might lead to something on the cliff edge.
I give you another perception check with advantage because of your no one ever uses their background, so go for it.
Yes.
Yay! Nice argument.
Right.
Cersei locks in tonight.
Use that wanderer feat. Perception +5. I can't see. It's too dark. I turned my light off because it was attracting the bugs. That's not great. It's a natural 10 +5, so 15.
Not great, my ass.
15's not that bad though. You can tell that most of the rock formation near the gate itself, and just visually for you guys on the map, a lot of that rock formation where the gate is not. It's not exactly the same as the natural rock formations around. It's not unnatural, but it's definitely of a different mineral material. You notice that there are areas in which it goes from that rock formation or that mineral-like material to the more natural mineral material that the mountainside has.
Hmm.
But there are spots. There are spots within this more goldish brown coloration that give off that same gray. And some of them are just small. Others seem to be like maybe some stones or rocks that or boulders that fell off of higher mountain areas and rolled down and landed onto it. Um, but there is a portion, a very small portion, that has that grayish coloration with a bit of a brighter brownish orange kind of around it. I don't know how else to describe that without directly giving away.
Hmm. Wow, that seems interesting enough.
While we're looking around, hypothetically, Jesse, we're in a cliffside, meaning we are within a mountain range, correct?
Yes.
Follow up question. Castella knows what an avalanche line looks like, right?
It's
Are there any indicators? I'm getting a look right now. Uh,
I love
I'm
where
not doing
this is
anything.
going.
I promise.
Oh no, keep going.
Okay.
Do what you're doing.
Hypothetically, does it look like there's an avalanche buildup within 20 or so feet of us? Just maybe up the mountain, something that could be triggered, perhaps.
around those areas where you see some of those rocks kind of have fallen down and landed above the natural formation where the prison is.
Mhm.
You do see further up the mountain portions or larger boulders that have broken off from the foundation of the
Mhm.
mountain are definitely kind of gathered around, not through intentional means,
Yeah,
but
just
it almost
natural.
seems like that area has been slowly being dwindled down by just water, the snow, maybe a river or a water source nearby from the top of the mountain that have just been eating
Mhm.
away at the mineral. Um,
Mhm.
so it's possible.
Great. Castilla's going to share this information. If we need a distraction, and Castilla's going to point right up towards the avalanche area.
I think we're still air at the moment.
Well,
Yeah.
Castilla's pointing up towards the avalanche and gesturing, and then making the motion with her hands that's going to fall and tumble down.
Wiggling.
She's going to sign it.
Oh my gosh, shit, I knew I should have learned sign language.
No. But yeah, basically Castilla's going to like gesture to the avalanche. One is like I'm trying to think of how to explain this with her hands, but in my brain I'm doing the signs. Hold on.
You also
She's
do
gonna
not currently have hands. You are air.
Well, the form is gonna wiggle in that direction. Cersei can read my mind, please. Maybe.
I mean, I can if I cast a spell, but I can't cast a spell because I am in a wind form.
Castilla just goes.
Alright,
I can
well.
talk to you.
Well, sir, whenever we can hold on.
Wait,
What are you doing?
When we go to the entrance, we'll turn back. Like, we'll
Castilla-
turn
Okay,
back to
yeah.
people at
You
some
just-
point.
There's just this form shaking rapidly. That's all.
Okay, hold on, everyone, because I could still speak telepathically. That's about all I
That's
can
what
do.
I meant.
I can't
Whoops.
hear anything that you're all thinking, but you just there's a thing down there, and I will sort of float toward what I'm talking about. May or may not be what we're looking for, but it might be safe for us to turn back to humans for a little bit. So Castilla has a really important thing I think she needs to tell us.
Is there a place where we can kind of like hide out but not be in the shade where monsters are?
I think that little rock, the formation that seemed quite interesting is like just on the cliff itself, so there's no like seemingly there's not normally trees on top of the pillar. Is there trees around where that?
On the mountainside, no, there's not many trees.
Okay, we're good. Nobody panic. This way, and I slowly float toward the point of interest,
Shimmy.
just to get us on the ground so we can change back. There's limits to this.
Ah, yes, I'm gonna turn back into a human while floating in the middle of the air. This is safe.
It's fine. It's fine. Nobody, just wait until we're on the ground. It'll all be okay. Maybe also, before we change back, maybe like 2 people should change back first, just in case we all get attacked while we're all changing back, because you're vulnerable. So, you know, we don't want to die immediately. That's all I'm saying. I know nobody can answer me, so I'm talking to myself essentially, but I'm just putting it out into the universe.
Approval.
We fly up and then down rapidly to show yes.
Got it. Perfect.
Up and down
Okay.
is yes, right to left is no.
I feel like Casilla's got something she needs to say, so probably you should change back first if you're happy with that.
Castilla's already starting the process.
Good. Who else wants to do a change back first? It doesn't really matter. I just think one other person should, just one at a time, you know?
Yeah.
Spiss will fly up, I guess, and can start going. This is so funny.
So yeah, it's a minute for each person. So I guess one at a time, we change back, and hopefully nobody attacks us within 4 minutes of doing this.
And suddenly,
you land and change back in that specific area. It's above. I don't know how to. You're nowhere near visual.
Yeah, it seemed pretty safe.
It's behind the entrance technically, so it's above the entrance and more further in to the mountainside. But yeah, you land. It seems like it is more of a plateaued area, not very large, but enough to give you guys space to land.
Out of all the people to find this thing, to try and find the secret entrance, I feel like the best case would be Castilla.
I can check for traps, but as Castilla reforms, she's gonna whisper and again point up towards the damn avalanche zone. If push comes to shove, we have a distraction because I can tell you people will run if there's an avalanche. It is unfortunately common here. Hopefully not killing people. If we could maybe do like a rumble of an avalanche. We could do a rumble of an avalanche to get them to move. We have magic. That's an option. And not get them a warning so they won't die, because I don't want to kill these people.
No.
Options. We have options.
I was excited until you said a warning.
Enough to where they won't die.
It's fine. I won't kill anyone.
I'm giving you the biggest fucking side eye.
Fine. Only if I've been given permission to murder people will I murder people.
Only out of self-defense, really.
Just
don't go willy-nilly with it.
Thank you.
Let's find this. Let's see if it's actually here.
Keep an eye out, everyone.
Can we look for door or entrance? Or floor?
This plateaued area is covered in rubble. The floor is strange. It feels like it's not natural, and the orangey brownish like coloration that's coming from the edges is near where the snow is. And when you give it a closer look, it looks like rusting.
Big door. It's a really big door.
Makes sense that construction efforts. It would make sense for construction efforts, yes.
Does it look like does it look like it can be opened from the outside, or is it like a you can only open this from the inside kind of vibe?
And Costello look around. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
From what you currently see, there's not much you can see. Like I said, there's a lot of rocks everywhere, snow covering certain sections of it. You get this area where you're at that's open, and you can see the kind of iron underneath you. But yeah,
We could probably start clearing out the area. Like cleaning it up to see what, to get a better idea of what this thing is.
Yeah. Yeah, and with the combined efforts, as you guys begin to clear out the area, you get a better visual. This seemed to have been an entrance of sorts. It is definitely mostly bolted down now. Perhaps it was used for getting things in the prison from the top, as opposed to the entryway, for whatever reason that was required. But you do notice on one of the edges there seems to be a almost cut portion of it that has a broken handle to it.
The cut, as in like the I don't want to say.
Imagine the entire top is almost a square, and there in one of the corners there is a smaller square cut out of the entire area.
And it's as in like it's cut as in like made for a door, or is it's like open right now?
Possibly made for a door, not open. No.
Okay. Thank you.
This feels like a cut is made very deliberately. I do wonder if it might have been for a logging mechanism, making it so that whoever frequented this area, if what your friend said, cutting out, making it so the key is not necessary, likely made taking their breaks easier.
And then how do we open it?
I mean, unless it's really heavy. Victor's gonna say that and attempt to open the door.
Grabbing it from the broken handle.
Yeah, grabbing it from the broken handle and the cutout square. Are they on the same side?
Yeah. Imagine like a trap door with a handle. It's pretty much that.
Victor's just grabbing it. Victor's just grabbing into the open square, trying to lift up.
Okay. Make a strength check. It is pure iron.
That's the one, isn't it?
I hope it's a 1.
It's either a 1 or a 20.
Absolutely pitiful attempt. Spist, if you could have a better shot at that, I think I might have pulled something.
I'll cast guidance on Spiss as Spiss goes to open it.
that gives me a like plus D4,
One.
right?
Yeah, 1d4 to
Okay.
whatever you roll.
So glad I rolled a 1.
13.
Funniest thing that could have
Mm.
happened.
So 16.
Plus a 3. 16. Yeah. You go to pull it up from the broken cut of it, and you lift, and it's an awkward position to handle it. But as you kind of begin to lift it up, there's a lot of resistance. As you hear the screeching,
Oh. Or
of
like,
this
oh,
rusted trap door, essentially, and the almost unoiled, unmoved hinges of this thing kind of give you this natural resistance.
Victor, make an avalanche sound. Something loud.
Someone go to the avalanche.
Or like a.
anybody got thaumaturgy?
Minor illusion can make a sound from a whisper to a scream.
Mm.
So
Can
yeah,
we
Vika's
don't
gonna.
we don't want to alert to our position though? Could you send it like miles away?
I can send it 30 feet away.
Maybe not do that.
We can't keep lifting it with how loud this is. They're gonna get up here.
I can
Do you have
but I
oil?
guess
Oil things, right? That makes
I
it
have-
less heat.
I have great. I have access to great. I have access to a spell of grease.
Perfect.
Yeah. That'll work,
Grease those hinges.
right?
It's not going to get into the hinges itself, but I should be able to actually,
Or
when I cast it, I should be able to just pick up the spell and just pick up the grease and just put it into the hinges.
Did I make up that we had a decanter that could put any liquid in it?
You do.
Did I make that up?
We have an
It's
endless water
Victa's.
decanter that Spess has.
Doesn't Victa have that one thing where it sings like? Oh wait, no, that's different. That's
Oh,
it
if the
sings
liquid's
when
in
it's
it.
there.
That's a
Right.
tankard,
Yeah.
yeah. And you also have the
Vel-
ring that can hold a potion in it.
Damn it.
I could pour
Yeah.
water on it and see if that helps.
That would not do any. That would not assist in it.
So we already know the screech has happened. Because, God, all right.
This
God, we need
has
to
already
check what they're
happened.
doing down there.
Yeah, to be fair, I was at this point.
Spiss could just slam it open.
Okay.
Like pulling up a
Yeah.
band-aid.
Yeah.
You full force it?
How far up
It's-
from?
It's up enough where maybe you or Cersei can squeeze in, but it's gonna be trouble for
I
a
have my
person that
little
is not
speeder.
tiny.
Hold on.
I can get my little speeder to have a look.
Lift it up, right? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. If we prop it open and just go wispy in it, then we're good.
But we'd have to take
Yeah.
back people inside, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I do not. Yes, but I mean, me and Saucy.
Victor!
Since the
Victor,
yes.
you have an immovable rod, don't you?
No.
No, I.
We lost that.
That was lost in Eden.
Because then that could prop it open.
Yeah, we lost
mean-
it in Eden.
I mean, I have various other pieces of scrap. I mean, I should be able to find some sort of stick.
I can just
Literally
Just
just
say-
squeeze. Well, if you just squeeze something in and lock it, then boom.
I can just shove this fully open. Like
That-
we've
I mean,
already committed.
Having. Okay, how far? Okay, from our current position, how far up are we from the main entrance?
It would be up at least 100 feet up.
I feel like we're quite far away.
Yeah.
On a
Yeah, you
mountaintop.
can't just like walk to the edge and look down. You would have to walk a bit of a distance to get to the area where you could look down.
Yeah, but roughly 100 feet up from the main entrance.
Yeah, 100 feet or a little more.
Yeah, and I do not see like I get honestly it should not be. I do not see it being extreme. Me and Sassy, we that we should be able we'll be able to fit in the hole that was made. You two can go back and can re-enter your gaseous forms, and me and Cersei, the two of us can form the two of us can either find or make a safe place for you two to turn back.
I mean, if this tunnel's as old as it looks, it might be safe immediately. People might have forgot it exists.
I mean, if we have to come back
What-
out this
what-
way, we're gonna have to open it anyway, aren't we?
Right.
But when we do get us getting Queenie out of here is a lot more likely. Is when we would want. Is when we would want
I can just shove it
things to
open
go.
then. Yeah.
Not yeah. That is when we would shove it open. Not right now though. So you two turning back into gaseous forms would be the best way through.
Not to throw another spanner in the works, though, because when Spiss turns back into a gaseous form, she won't be able to hold the door open. And we can't hold it open.
I mean,
Look, don't worry. Hold on.
Can we grab a rock?
That's what I was trying to. Okay. This is fine. And
You want to,
Castilla
and
is.
there's rubble that you moved.
Castilla's gonna look for a nice rock that doesn't look like it will, crush under a little bit of weight.
Rock under the pressure.
Get all talking over each other.
Yeah, you get a rock with enough height for that. It's gonna weigh a little bit. Give me a strength check just to see how fast you can just lift it and take it over.
Spiss also
Guidance.
needs to get
It's
the
gonna be
rock.
possible with time, but
Guide everyone. She doesn't
you're
need
good.
it.
You're good. You
Castilla's
lift it up
adrenaline's running.
and you move it, placing it to hold up the iron door where it's standing currently.
Slight prop. And then Castilla is going to try and kick any like other little rubble or snow. If there's any excess snow around, like, oh no, this has totally been here the whole time.
Good idea.
Make it less conspicuous. Maybe it's
Mm.
just creaking because the boulder's finally breaking or some shit. It's always been drafty here. What are you talking about?
Make it look natural.
There is a draft.
Perfect. It'll work in our advantage.
You just opened an entryway that's been closed the whole time, so wind kind of just rushed in.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. We're not gonna get caught like this, guys. Not gonna.
Let's just keep an open mind. Let's go. Let's do this.
One part of our plan. I mean, one part of our plan is making as much noise as possible. So.
Yeah. So no.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We got this.
Let's go, guys.
Quietly and carefully. Let's
Good luck.
go.
Woo!
Yay!
All right, so are you all transforming and then entering? Because it's still only big enough to fit
I think
Spiss and not Spiss, sorry, Victa and Cersei. Because even for them, it's a tight squeeze to kind of squeeze in there.
But if we turn
Yeah,
into the wind form, then we're just air, right?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Victa and Cersei can stay humanoid. Castilla and Spiss can turn gas, and Cersei and Victa can go down and find a place and find or make a place safe for Castilla and Spiss to turn back into human.
Okay, so I'm going to ask this right now. Who's going in first?
Probably Victor and Cersei.
No, it's got to be one at a time.
Oh.
I would say Victa.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Victor, as you crawl
Can I-
down, yeah,
Can Victor before like get his head into the trapdoor? And it was mentioned that since Ingrid, Castillo's friend, mentioned the climb up being a bit dangerous, can he inspect the ladder to see, hey, is this going to how likely is this to hold our weight?
so that's where I was getting at. I wasn't gonna just say you're gonna jump in, but you
Yeah.
you go down to your stomach and you crawl inwards, putting your head in there first. Um, and with the light, I don't know if you have dark vision.
He does.
Okay, no, you don't need the light, but you go in to look, and you see a ladder that's a bit older. It doesn't necessarily look like it has a lot of rust onto it, but some pieces do. Um, and this is just a hole going straight down. That is the only thing grabbing onto anything. It is like almost like going down a manhole.
Shit. Well,
Can Victor grab a small rock and and drop it down the hole and see how long it takes to reach the bottom?
Sure. You grab a small
Alright.
pebble and you toss it in, and you don't hear anything.
oh my god.
And you hear something that you think might have been the rock hitting the ground, but you can't really tell.
Shit, like that far away.
Nice.
Alright. The hole is Victor just pokes his angles his head back up to the rest. Everyone else is like, the hole is very deep, so it's gonna be
Do
one
we-
hell of a climb.
All need to go gaseous form then?
Is it big enough to fly down? I flutter my wings.
It would feel cramped for a regular person. The walls aren't super duper close either.
Mhm.
So yeah, you can flutter down probably, but you would have to be fluttering down. You can't like.
There's no
fall-
like
okay.
maneuverability.
I guess it is like a circumference of 5 feet.
So it would literally just be like fluttering slowly.
Yeah.
That like little movement that you might see like birds do to remain like
Yeah,
up.
Yeah, that.
I mean-
I feel for the sake of, for the amount of time that we are running on, it might be better for us all to go to gaseous form. It, find a as secluded an area as we can in gaseous form, and then then turn back.
There should be plenty of places at least we could duck into or something. But
Where, wherever this ends up is likely our best bet, but don't want to take too many chances. But so yes, all of us turning back into gaseous form. No, if no other comments in that, then
mew.
yeah,
You all turn
starting
into gaseous form and go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all turn into gaseous form, and then you go in, and you go down, and you go down for at your speed, depending on how fast you're going.
Does it feel like a very long drop when you're 17 miles an hour?
Well, I'm going to say you go in, you go down, and it doesn't take very long for you to now feel the wind as you're physical again, falling.
Did you just say falling?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the spell being cancelled out?
You went into a gaseous form and rushed into a prison that presumably canceled out
dumbass.
magic.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
if
that
hold on,
makes sense.
hold on. Because if the spell effect ends, we descend 60 feet for a minute safely.
But is that an effect that the magic would give you?
It just says if a creature is flying and sorry, if the creature is in cloud form and flying when the effect ends, so it doesn't.
The 1 minute slow descent is the 1 minute for transforming back into a person.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Because I think if the magic gets cancelled, like if somebody like counterspelled it.
This
You
is
send the
different.
spell?
This is almost an abrupt, just ripped out of
Oh, okay.
being in a gaseous state.
Then I fly. I'm like, oh,
Well, Victa entered in for. God, okay. This is so complicated.
Dex save to grab the ladder.
Godspeed.
First off, what order are we? Were we
Victa,
gaseously
Cersei,
moving in here? Okay, Victa first, then
Cersei.
okay.
I think Castilla would go next.
And Stacia.
Okay. This is what happens.
well, I
And
guess
then
if
I'll let you do. I'll let you tell me what you guys decide to do. So, you go in. Yeah.
I was just going to say, if Cersei goes in front of Castilla and Spiss, the spell would end before Castilla and Spiss got in there. So only Victor and Cersei would technically be in there when the spell ended.
Yeah, but you guys, as wind, you guys were going back. It didn't end the second you entered. It ends about a few feet into the entryway.
Oh, they
So we
knew.
So you were already descending about a few
Okay.
feet, and then poof.
Sorry, guys. I tried to save your lives.
Okay.
First, you pop out of form, Victa, as you start feeling yourself fall. Then you do Cersei, and instinctually begin to fly. And that would be smart.
Oh, God.
Until you feel Castilla land above you.
There's
and
lab.
Spiss descending right behind her.
I mean, if the gaseous form, like, dissipated, like, almost like the moment we entered the trapdoor.
No. I
It
said
It was like a little ways down.
a few
you guys
feet
probably got like a few
down
rings
the
down.
entryway. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
So
the magic works not exactly, but similarly to a dome where there's a range, and the second you entered the range of it, it anti-magicked.
Mm-hmm. Classic. That's my 6th level spell.
So Victor was.
Do innate abilities count as magic?
You don't know. But you are falling, and Cersei's attempt to stay afloat did not work with
Because
the
I
two
came tumbling
bodies falling down. All right, what are you guys gonna do? Victor, you said you were gonna do something first. What do you want to do?
Victor is going to try like panic grab at the ladder.
Dexterity saving throw.
That is a 13 plus 5, so 18.
18. Yeah, that works for especially small little Victor. You grab the ladder, and you pull yourself in. I will say there are bodies that are right above you, and this is not a lot of space.
Castilla, try her best quickly. Oh, sorry, go.
You are small enough, and the three of you kind of pass for a few seconds. What are you guys doing?
Castilla is. I assume we're all tangled together, right?
You're above Cersei. Cersei's getting like pushed into your body from just the falling force, and Spiss is right behind you.
You're extra smushed.
Yeah.
You're like smushed between Cersei and.
Castilla is gonna do her best to try and grab the ladder. Yeah.
All right.
She's fallen out of windows before and gotten hurt. Haven't you guys? You know, like she's gonna try. Dexterity saving throw, Jesse.
Yep, dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that was a
Ooh.
regular 3 for still a 12.
You
Didn't
You
you gain
just-
an ability that let you roll a 10? Is that only on abilities?
Hold on. Wait. By 11th level, you refine chosen skills until whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, it's a save. No.
Damn it.
Yeah, it'd be like acrobatics. Animal
I'm
handling,
trying so hard to
Yeah,
save
acrobatics,
people.
I
I'm clutching
it.
at straws.
Priscilla tries and absolutely probably grabs a rusted ring, doesn't she?
How long does
yeah. You go to grab one of the bars and it cracks under the force of just you falling down to go and grab it, and you pull the whole step with you. The one bar, it just as the rust breaks off of it. Someone else? Who else wants to try something?
Ellie.
since
Well, it would technically it would be Spiss next
Yeah.
because Cersei's try was to fly.
since Spiss is basically tangled with Castilla, can I like grab Castilla and try and grab a bar? Since I'm basically tangled with her.
Sure. You grab Castilla,
grab her by the
make a dexterity saving throw to grab the bar.
grab Castilla with your legs.
Okay.
Rogue. Castilla's bendable. We know this. She's flexible.
19. You grab the bar, but the sheer force of you being pushed down, I need you to make a strength check as well, especially because it's you and Castilla.
Just straight strength?
Just straight strength.
Okay. Do I still have
You
that
can do
thing
it.
from Cersei?
Guidance?
Only lasts like a minute.
Okay.
It lasts like a minute.
But
so-
probably got zoned out.
Yeah.
Oi!
Oh.
I'm going too fast.
Yeah, you are, and you slip from the grip as you continue to ascend. Back to you, Cersei.
Jesus. How big did you say this tube was?
You don't know how deep it goes, but it is a 5 feet circumference.
Oh my god! Oh, we're
God,
absolutely banging our heads on the damn ladder, aren't we?
Yeah, like I can wild shape and get myself out of it, but I can't get any of you guys out of it.
Cersei, do what you gotta do at this point.
Yeah, the only reason why you guys didn't hit Victor from saving himself and knocking him back down is because Victor is. I mean, I just imagine like he can do the thing lizards do, where they just squish their body down
Yeah.
to make themselves seem very
That's
thin.
so true.
I also imagine that Victa like turned his head to the to the left or right to not get his horns caught.
Oh god. Imagine he
Yeah.
accidentally stabbed one of us with his horn on our way down.
Oh my god.
That'd just be
That's how we die.
That'd just be salt on the wound.
That would also definitely break one.
Hey, you can match Bob.
So,
Bob just on the boat looking at his horn size.
oh,
I forgot to fix it for him.
Bob just thinks
We have priorities.
the promise was there.
We'll do it when he gets back. It's fine.
So I'm sorry. So if 5 feet like circumference, if something theoretically were to be stuck to the wall, I want to. This is probably really dumb, but I have a wild shape that's called a riding lizard, but it's a large creature. But it has spider climb. So if it was stuck to the wall, would it be able to fit? Or is that still too big? I'm really bad at visualizing.
How big is that creature?
I don't know. It just says it's a large beast. So
Oh, hell no.
10 feet long, but like the riding lizard would probably clog the pipe.
yeah, but that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, but I would
Have
also
some
argue
time.
suffocation.
Yeah,
Um,
Buy me a bit of time. I don't.
It
I
is
don't.
20 to 22 feet in length. It does not give me a width, but that thing looks bulky.
Yeah.
I feel like
Considering to be ridden on by a person, I imagine it does not fit within 5 feet.
Yeah, you're
Mm.
gonna you.
Okay.
I might argue just going unconscious from the amount of force.
Well,
Pressure.
I would then
Yeah.
pop back out of the shape. That's the thing. I'm just trying so hard to come up with something that's going to help, but I don't think I can.
We can handle it. Me and Spiss got this. It's
I
fine.
got this.
It's fine.
Worst
We're
comes to
screaming
worst-
this.
Worst
I
comes to
think
worst,
as we
Spiss takes the hit and she'll survive.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun. Okay. As we're falling, I think Sussy gives like that look of like, I'm so sorry. Like, there's nothing I can do for you. That just like look of just defeat. And then I'm gonna wild shape into like a very small. I call them a finch. I don't know if you know if you have finches, but they're very tiny little birds. And they go just to like fly off to the side and get out of a gap and flutter up through like, an arm or a leg or whatever. If I can wild shape, because I'm hoping that abilities aren't affected, because it's not technically magic. Technically.
Let's see.
Hmm. Okay.
That's why I was
So
asking.
you go to wild shape, and you do.
Oh, thank God.
You wild shape into the creature you said. I was half hearing you, so I was looking up whether or not anti magic affects wild shape. It does not.
Don't be panic, yeah. It's a little finch. It's just a small bird. And I
Okay.
will sort of like cut out to the side and fly behind this, but I'm following them, if that makes sense. I'm not like staying on a ladder rung. I'm just flying down, but I assume they're faster than me because they've got gravity on their side.
We're
Yeah,
falling
you-
toward that.
Terminal
You-
velocity.
You move out of the way fast enough to not get hit, and you begin to chase as they keep falling forward. Victor, to go back to you, you grab the ladder, and behind you, the three of them fell almost in this mess, and then you just see them for as far as your dark vision can help you, and then just darkness for the rest of that, and you're just there on the ladder.
I imagine you probably hear screaming.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, I feel like the only thing he can do is just start fucking climbing down.
Mm.
Like, Featherfall is not going to really help. Honestly, he has it ready, but it only lasts for a minute.
And no magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Victor is not in a good place.
Yeah, he's just gonna start climbing down. Like,
I'll see you in an hour, bro.
Gosh.
fucking honestly.
All right, so you begin to chase, and they go down. Back to Castilla and
Okay.
Spiss.
Okay. I have a plan. I have this thing I got from way. Who just died?
There goes the bard.
Oh, thank God. Somebody just fucking. Okay.
Someone hit the ground.
Somebody hit the ground. You're right. The bard hit the ground. So I have this squid gold like rod. How from way back when we fought those fish creatures on the boat? How big is it? Is it within 5 or 6 feet even?
You have a what?
I have this rod. It's literally called squid gold like rod. I got it when we were in Twilight taking the boat and we fought those creatures.
God, I remember that.
How long is it?
Let's reach him back there. Let me remember what exactly that was.
Is it 5 feet or above?
No,
Gonna
it's a
just-
rod. It's not.
Fuck. If it was long enough, I could like scrape. God, you don't have.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's. I was intending it for materials. Yeah, it's not a.
Priscilla is gonna then take out her dagger. I really don't think this is gonna work, and then like kind of like try to wrap her arm around Spiss's waist, and then try to shake the dagger into the wall to like see if that can something, you know.
Pirate sail trick.
Pirate sail trick. You're right.
That is so cool.
Make
She's desperate.
Make an attack roll. This is not for whether or not you could hit. This is to see how effectively you sink the dagger within the rock itself.
Unnatural 20.
Natural 20.
Unnatural.
Unnatural 20.
Mhm.
Yeah, you sink the dagger into the rock, but you're holding it on by one hand while grabbing Spiss. I need you to make a strength check.
Fuck.
Look at Stella.
Which
Everybody
dagger did
believe.
you use as well?
I have a typical dagger. Literally just
Yep, just a regular dagger. Okay.
a regular dagger. There's nothing I can do. Okay, I can't argue this.
Everybody believe.
7. Nope.
No,
Nope.
your grip does not hold, and you slip off leaving the dagger embedded into the wall.
Well,
That's okay. It's just a
since
dagger.
we were slow, since we were kind of slow for a second, can I grab the rung while we're like slowed before we slip?
Grab the
Like the rung of the ladder with Castilla.
the ladder.
Because Castilla would probably
Um,
the jolt of getting stopped would probably cause them to drop.
With the
Meaning,
second of being stopped there, you do. You grab it. And yeah, I guess you wouldn't be really necessarily being pulled down anymore by force. And at least not enough. So yeah, you grab it and you have Castilla with you.
It's just Spiss holding onto this ladder, holding Castilla off. Like, I try not to drop you.
Castilla
As you-
immediately just grabs the sides of the ladder.
As you're being held up by Spiss from the arm and you're dangling, you can see the opening because you're just at the end. Like you're sticking out of the manhole. As you see below you this larger
Jesus.
opening and this floor with a like rock formed stairway that leads down.
Mhm. Jesse,
Yes.
hypothetically, how much damage would that have been?
That would have
Hypothetically,
been
truly.
What max full
Almost-
damage, I would assume.
that would have been a little over 100 feet of falling.
Which converts into what? What dice roll?
D10 per 10 feet.
Ooh. Oh, 59 points of damage.
10,
That would have
10
killed.
That's not the worst.
Okay,
That's not the
that's not
worst.
Would have killed her.
Just
Let's
looking
see.
at
Let's see.
Soul's
Let's see what would
shoulders.
happen if Jesse would have rolled it though, because for some reason I have an unnatural luck for hurting you guys, and I don't know why.
Would Jesse have killed us?
Actually, slightly above, it would have been 11 D10, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
They
you could
wouldn't
have
be
survived.
dead.
Yeah, it would have
It
been
would've
been-
quite the amount of damage
No.
taken though.
Lots of broken bones.
You know, it's fine.
Okay. Castilla is just like dangling from space. It's like, shit.
Jesus fuck.
All according to plan.
Yeah. And Castilla just looks at the ground. She's barely above. Totally according to plan. Right?
It's best to get your snag out of the way now, instead of later. I say, fluttering down as a little bird.
Poor
The
Victor.
thing
Like,
that
it's gonna
was
take
not
you a few minutes
my
to
good
reach them, I will
dagger.
say.
Maybe Victor can grab it on his way down.
It's,
Oh wait, it's just.
I have another one, and then I pick and pocket as well. So if it's there, it's there. I'd like to get onto the solid ground, please.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Thank you.
So like, help lower her down.
Yeah, I mean, you lower down the ladder a few steps and you touch ground.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, that was your last attempt to save yourselves before you just hit the ground straight. So
God.
Family Guy
Quick
death
thinking.
pose. It's still in Swiss.
We would have gone out hugging though, so.
Yeah, gone out together. And then we could find hold on, we could find Malachi and Monty just chilling in the prison,
They've been
Yeah.
arrested.
Honestly, they would be.
They'd probably be arrested not for disobeying the queen, but just for being nuisances.
Just being problems.
Anyways,
So,
I've
we're
never
not
been more
dead.
stressed out in my life.
Doing quick math, it would take Victa roughly a minute to descend to the whole 100 feet.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
scrambling. You have dash.
With a
I'm
minute
gonna
of you
wait.
guys collecting
laying on the floor.
yourselves as you land, you hear Victa clink 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 coming down the ladder.
Hi.
I could tell I got the much smoother descent than you lot.
just a little.
Be on the side.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Okay, so and Castilla, while we're resting, is gonna attempt to cast. She's gonna try and cast a little simple mage hand.
Does this count as a spell?
It's a cantrip.
It does not activate.
Right. That kind of confirms that. No magic from here on out, guys.
That is concerning but expected at this point.
Does it stop like enchantments? And I press my hand to my earpiece. And can I talk into the sending stone and just be like, "Can you hear me?"
Easier test are is Victa's armor and gauntlets visible? Because both of them have the infusion of be hidden. So
What level is that infusion?
the spells were using it was either minor illusion or invisibility, which invisibility actually wait.
Most enchanted items are considered 8th level. The enchantments on them.
Okay,
So
the infusion on his armor is based off of invisibility.
Oh, I have a way to ask.
Disguise self on his gauntlets, which is where is that? First level.
Those would not be active.
All
The
right.
earpieces do seem like they're still working though.
Oh, nice.
Quick question, Jesse. Pick and pocket. It's currently storing something. Does said something now suddenly just pop into existence?
No, because pick and pocket are just they're purposely enchanted items. They would be the enchantment would be considered 8th level. So
Oh, okay,
their
cool.
abilities would still be
Because
able
I'd
to
be
activate.
very concerned if this thing suddenly spawned into existence again.
Is Rem able to be brought out?
Oh no! Is our guy here?
Probably not.
Is it a spell for him?
Rem is an infusion.
Oh no! Oh, that's tragic. That's actually really sad.
Technically, anything magic based below 8th level will not be able to activate here, unless it is some naturally birth given ability, like through your classes or through your race, which means that the entire time
Oh my gosh.
Visitus could have cast a Featherfall, but
I was gonna ask.
We were discussing that in the chat. We were like, would it work? Because it's a spell, technically.
no, but the Featherfall given to Spiss because she's a air genasi is not the same.
This could
as
also,
the,
this could also just levitate.
So my magic is 5 because it's all innate. At least most of it.
Technically, even your wild magic stuff, because that's the barbarian things. Those aren't spells. Unless it tells you you gain
Ooh.
the ability to cast this spell, then it wouldn't count under that effect.
Well, I have some spells that were from a feat. So
Those you would not be. Yeah.
yeah. So most of my spells I still have access to, but I don't have Misty Step or Command. But I
Hmm.
still
I
have.
am also going.
Can it... Sorry, go ahead.
Would Victor's Eldritch Cannons work?
What do they
Some
count?
The wizard.
as?
No magic zone.
They're artificer features.
Then they would work.
Okay.
I think I know the answer to this.
Hmm?
The Castilla's eyes. I'm not asking to like pop them, but like she can sometimes just in her peripheral see the people's lines. Can she still or
Oh yeah.
okay, cool. That's helpful. That means Castilla can look for her moms.
Okay.
That's good.
So
That's a good thing.
abilities seem available. Magical spells don't. What the hell are we gonna do now?
I mean,
Do we
I'm pretty fine.
Not get caught?
not get caught? Seems like a great option.
If there's a break room, which I don't know how far away we are from that, we could I'm thinking, sorry. We could swipe some armor. It's an option.
That sounds funny.
It's not.
That or go as
Yeah.
quick as we fucking can.
We could try and find whatever whatever is creating this anti-magic field. This
I imagine that might release some prisoners, which you guys
Mhm.
are kind of against.
Considering the
But it also
circumstances, I am more than willing to cause chaos.
Yeah, okay.
The likelihood of getting the like it, I it's it is a trade-off I'm willing to make
Well,
for stabilizing the country and saving Castilla's mom.
if we can still get to Castilla's mom, in theory, if we're running on abilities work, would that potion still work? Because it's not magic, like spell. It's like a potion, and it was given to us by the Lycon, so you would think that it would be like super powerful and nothing could stop it.
It would likely
Because if it does work, if we make it to Castilla's mom, we could be like, hey, you take this and get the hell out of here, and we'll deal with the aftermath of whatever happens.
I feel that might work. Potions right now are a possibility, but right now option trying to find what like the service room or whatever I would classify as for that what forms this anti-magic field might be our best option.
Would just out of curiosity, because I don't know what does work and what doesn't. So we're like playing a game of like, let's try this and see if this works. That the ring of 8 eyes that I was given by Victor, by the Lycan.
It's a magic item.
Yeah, but seemingly big enchantments are fine, we've learned. So is this a big enchantment? Who knows?
Base enchantments for magic items are 8th level.
But it gives me 8 charges because spider pun. So I just want to try and summon the little spider guy from the ring and see if it works.
You activate it, and you do.
I'm learning my options. Adorable. He's only here for 10 minutes, but I can do it 7 more times.
Castilla, for this time being, could I have the ace? My self-defense options have been severely diminished.
Castilla's gonna quick rifle through her bag, obviously looking for more than just the ace. I'm checking. Hold on. I don't have many weapons besides that. Castilla will hand over the ace, and she'll also offer a single dagger.
I have one on myself, thankfully.
If you'd like a flail, I can
And I'll
give
send you
one
the
of
info,
those.
Owen. What did you say, Smith?
If you'd like a flail, I can give you one of those. Like to Victor, offering him a weapon.
I
Don't know if you'd be able to use
highly,
this.
I do not think so either.
Spiss is like
There you go, Owen.
holding up her flail. Spiss like holds up her like original flail and like comparing the ball size to Victor's head.
Do your switch. I need to. Oh, here. Switch.
I really do not think I will be able to hold to that. I should be fine.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I'll put this away.
Hold on, I can't hear what? Are you asking what I was whispering?
No, Spiss was
No.
offering the flail, realized it might be too big, and compared the ball of the flail to Victor's head.
Oh.
And then put it away because we're like, yeah, I don't think you can use that. Oops.
I mean, hopefully, if we're, if we can find a way to disguise ourselves or just, sneak, we won't have to use any of the weapons.
It'll be fine.
Everyone just needs to be careful, watch your footing. Just let's get there and let's get our bearings quick. Okay?
At least find where this path ends up.
Can I send my little spider out 120 feet ahead of us the entire time so he can tell me if there's any problems coming up?
Yeah.
Do I need to carry Cersei as we're walking? Because I think it's going to be a little weird walking and seeing through other eyes.
Yes, you probably would have to.
Hold my arm.
Forget holding on.
You could easily carry Cersei.
No, you
She's
get
like weighs
carried.
absolutely nothing.
You're getting carried. Getting loved.
Gets carried like a small child.
It's like, okay, deadass. Theo was taller than Cersei originally, before the 5-year skip. She's carrying Theo again as a child.
Cersei is like 2'3" if I remember correctly, or like
That's
2'6".
So funny.
Yeah, she's 2'2" on the dot.
Yeah.
2'2", Christ.
She's tiny.
Yeah, because Victa is 2'9". I just remember him being
I
taller
thought he was
than
2'6".
Cersei.
Oh my god, I messed this up for years.
He has
Ignoring
always
that,
been
yes,
2'.
Castilla's definitely.
I'm laying in
2'9".
Castilla's arms, just with my eyes open, looking out my spider's eyes, just to see what he sees.
Yeah. All right. And you guys begin to head down the stairway, with the spider 120 feet ahead.
Stealthily, please.
Make a stealth check.
He can do stealth. Hold on, it's a spider.
I get advantage because I have boots. These
The
boots are made
boots!
for walking.
And that's just what they'll do.
Shut up. How did you get
Was
a
that a
natural with that?
You rolled a natural one and it made 23.
That's really
How does that work?
Jesus Christ.
It's because of your one of your
Oh,
feet.
that's what.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's because of my 1 feet reliable talent. So basically, no matter what, whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can treat a d20 roll of a 9 or lower as 10.
Nice.
So, how does that work with advantage? Because technically, I rolled higher on the 5th. What?
Well, the number is still 23, so the 23 would supersede the 15.
Okay, so it's still in that one.
Yeah,
It
it is
is. If
weird
it
with
is, it's
rogues,
fine.
no? No, I think the rule for critical fails with nat ones, it tends to apply more in combat than it does. Even with
Okay.
the nat one, a 23 is still 23.
Okay.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I don't think I don't think the natural talent plus 10 apply to the 15. Like, I'm not seeing, because I'm not
Yeah.
seeing the same.
Yeah.
It's saying I rolled a 1 and a 2, so like.
That should be 20. That makes even less sense.
Yeah, that is weird.
Hold on. Let me just. No, wait. Hold on. I'm just gonna roll it again. I'm not taking the second one. I'm just seeing what happens. What the fuck?
Hey.
Yeah. For some reason, it's not doing it on the second one.
Yeah, the
But if I
lowest
roll a
you-
straight,
the lowest. Okay,
Is
okay,
it-
no, the lowest you can roll is 14.
Is it because it's automatically taking the best
The
option
higher-
and only applying it to that? But then because it's a nat
But it wouldn't
1,
make
it's
sense.
taking a critical 1 as the option that you would have to pick, maybe?
well, that doesn't make sense because even with a critical 1, I rolled a 2,
Actually, no, it's not.
so it should.
It's
Yeah, it's not adding it to the second
the low-
number.
the,
If you
actually, no,
hover
the
over
lowest-
it, 2 plus 4 plus 9, so it's the roll plus proficiency plus mods versus
Yeah.
the 23 is the roll, the
lowest-
new ability bonus, the 4 and the 9. So technically, that's incorrect.
Technically, 23 is the lowest you can roll because it's because
Yeah.
the lowest you can roll is 10 plus 14, 10 plus 4 plus 9.
So the other one should be a 25 then.
Yeah,
with the bonus.
I feel like that's just a glitch with advantage
Yeah.
and reliable talent.
I'll see if I can fix that. So it's ignoring everything we just talked about. 25.
24, no? Because it's a 2.
24, sorry. 24.
All right. 24.
It's really funny that you rolled.
I'm
that.
so sorry.
No, you're fine.
God, that's
Me
really
too.
funny that you rolled a 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
And then on the second roll, a
I'm
nat
doing-
20.
The fake roll, yeah.
Yeah.
the amount of just the amount
Like-
of like the fact that
What
fucking
1, 2,
Is
3.
that-
33 30 fucking 3, Jesus Christ.
Do the other guys that are
love-
walking have to roll stealth too?
You're being held, so no. But everyone else does.
Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be as cool as it still is.
She almost trips up and catches herself,
18.
24.
Nice.
All good rolls.
I rolled a 19 and it's one lower than Castilla's 2.
You head down, and the spider would first hit Cersei a wall. The stairs finish at a wall. But as the tiny little spider, you can see the outline of the wall has small amounts of light leaking through it.
Ah. Hidden door.
Or
I say out loud. Just with no context, I just go, hidden door.
after like a good after a good minute or two of sneaking.
just complete silence, and then you just hear it.
I do imagine we'd eventually get up to this.
Yeah, you know, you
wall.
eventually get up to the wall. I just was figuring whether you wanted to do something with the spider first, or you guys just reach the wall.
Wall?
Can I ask the little? I need to come up with a name for the spider. Can I ask the spider to kind of have a little around the gap in. I'm saying it's a hidden door. It might not be around the gap of the hidden door. is it like squeezable? Could he fit through it?
It seems like it's just enough for him to be able to fit through it. I will say you don't have to ask the spider anything. The spider obeys your mental commands.
Squeeze through the gap in the door. I'm polite. I'm like, please, could you try and do this for me? Thank you.
It's like asking. It's like being polite, doing a Google
Yeah.
search.
Please, could you?
It squeezes in, kind of pushing its body down to be able to squeeze through the crevice. And as it does, it pops out the other end. You see torches all around. It's this little, almost nook. And you walk out just a little bit more, and you can see the prison rooms, the cells, kind of lining up the wall as they're heading up, and more as they're heading down.
Damn. Right in the thick of it, huh? Just at a whisper, I will say, I don't need to whisper telepathically. I will say basically that there's like a wall. We're gonna hit a wall at some point, and it's got like a little crack that's almost like a doorway kind of thing, and then beyond that is basically the prison. Like I can see cells up, down, here, there, and everywhere. So we're definitely like right there.
All right, damn. Yeah. Is anyone? Can you see anyone? Any gods?
I'll tell my little spider guy to do some like crawling up and along the wall and see if I can spot any guards through his gaze at all.
Make a perception check.
Me myself and I. Yes, perception. Oh, it was an 8 plus 5, 13.
13. You don't see anything immediately around you. As the spider crawls around, you can see like prisoners within their cells. But you do see torches moving on some of the layers above, and torches moving on some of the layers below.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't immediately see anybody, but there are definitely people around because I can see like torchlight moving back and forth on the other levels. So presumably there's some on this floor too. I just can't see them.
No one immediately in front of the wall, at least.
Not that I could tell.
All right.
Good news. Torches might be a great way. Look, that was quiet. Torches might be a great way for us to, I don't know, clue in if somebody's nearby. But if any prisoners see us, they're certainly going to make a ruckus.
That's true.
Maybe.
Um,
I mean, they might not. The prisoners sneaking around in the prison.
I doubt they would want to snitch.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you don't snitch on the people who are trying to break into a prison. You only do that if you're trying to break somebody out.
unless you're a narc, get special treatment and all for ratting out
True,
bad goings on.
Yeah,
this doesn't seem like
that's
the kind
my
of person that does
concern.
that. But maybe.
In the like prison cells that are like immediately within view, like easy view. Are there people in those cells, or are they unoccupied?
The ones near where this crevice is, there definitely seems to be one person on the cell to the left, and the one on the right doesn't seem to have anyone.
Is he friendly?
Yeah. So I mean, if it's one person, we could maybe play the whole like, even if we don't fully intend to, we could be like, well, we'll come back. We're here for a specific mission, but we're gonna let everyone out. Like, keep an eye on that door.
Maybe.
Or let him out and let him make the distraction. Or her. I didn't really see.
That
We
feels
also might have a benefit of the doubt, because if these people have been here for a long time, they maybe don't know about me, and it still's doing air quotes, killing people. We could
That's so
use
true.
the whole I'm checking in. I need to know where things are, and don't mind me, I'm oh so official.
We're here with the union.
I'm here with the union. Thank you, Wilson. I'm coming in to set up, establish a union, which honestly I do want to do that. But not now.
That's true.
And I have some of my ropes in here, and of course my mask. So if I need to do the whole princess routine to sneak by unnoticed by at least prisoners.
Hmm. Does this guy in the cell seem like he's been there a while? Like, kind of roughed up, bit gross looking. No offense to this guy, but does he look like he's been there a while?
It's an older man, human. He's definitely graying a bit, and there's some age to him. Yeah, it seemed like he would have been here for a lot of his life, depending, unless he was just an old man that broke the law and got sent in here as an old man. But yeah,
He told off Spiss's parents the other day and made a meme.
He's actually a freedom fighter.
not paying my taxes.
I didn't pay the gate to get into the city because I live here, damn it.
I'm tired of
Here.
these damn cats.
Get off my lawn.
I'm tired of
Well, that's too damn bad.
I mean, based on the look of him, that could probably work. That feels really mean. And I didn't mean to do that. He just looks like he's been here a while.
No.
Okay.
Let's just see what happens.
And you don't see any guards.
Not on this level yet, but presumably they are here, based on the above and below level.
Okay. In the minutes as we're all talking, Castilla's gonna quick pull out of her bag her other outfit, because I was thinking she was wearing her. Sorry. Jesus. I just see from the side an owlbear figure coming to my left.
The creature approaches.
Like, hold on. Okay, we're just turning on camera for a minute. Like this thing. This thing is coming for my face. FNAF jump scares. Well, hi. Okay, so Castilla's quick changing because I was thinking she was wearing more of her leotard like attire. I feel like she's quick throwing her like white blouse and her vest on that she tended to wear more. It's a little more official than the stupid thin outfit I gave her. She's quickly like just putting on top of her clothes, throws on the skirt. Literally not even a care in the world. It's just like, okay, throws on her flats. Yes, she's actually wearing shoes for once. And with a shaky breath, puts the mask on. Okay. I don't think I should be carrying Cersei during this. Spiss?
Oh, the spider would be gone by this point because 10 minutes have passed.
10 minutes. If you want him again, I've got 7 more charges.
holding.
So just let me know.
Spit's just holding an awake Cersei now.
This is quite comfy.
I should do this more often.
Oh no, I sprained my wing.
Still have to deal with the fact that there is still a wall.
Yeah, it looks like a door, some description, but I don't know if it is a door because I presume it's really dark down here, so I can't actually see anything.
I mean, I
Just
can...
right up looking at it, like, does it look like just like a bunch of like loosely placed bricks?
No, it's a solid piece, but pres- from the light that's leaking out from the corners, it definitely is not implanted, you know.
Doesn't feel like that okay, implanted.
It's not embedded into the. It's not a
It could possibly be a fake door.
yeah, yeah, but it's
Okay.
not like a bunch of bricks or anything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe it's just like a push. Like you just push it open. Like like a hidden bookcase type thing.
I mean, I can try that. Just kind of shove it. See what happens.
Just give it a soft push. And just see if it moves.
I'm going to have to put you down for that.
Okay.
Pulls out the gun.
Fine.
Put Cersei down like...
If you must.
Spit just puts Cersei
No, but yeah, go. You put Cersei onto the floor, and or Cersei can fly, whatever is
Whatever.
chosen, and
We'll
you
just
go to push onto the door. You're starting off softly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. You feel resistance. The wall in front of you is definitely heavy. It's made out of natural rock material. It's just not. But it does feel like there is some give.
I feel like as soon as I put like more force into this, it's going to like all fall down, and we're just gonna have this big open wall with a fallen wall. We're gonna have this big open like space with a fallen wall in front of us, and a bunch of guards standing there with us like with the shocked Pikachu.
I was told this was the entrance. We're with the Union.
Oh, damn.
Hello, we're
I
here.
really got lost looking for the bathroom.
We're here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
We're here to talk to you
Wait.
about your wagon's extended warranty.
Based on the light that's coming in through the door, does it look like it's going to open fully, like it's going to fall in, or does it look like it would open like a door? Because if it, presumably, if it's door-like, there would be no gaps where the quote hinges of this contraption
Yeah.
would be.
Stability.
The light's definitely coming more from one side than the other.
Okay.
Okay. I think Spitz would kind of push more on that side and put some more force into her push.
And you do. And it moves. Surprisingly not with any noise, no scratching, no rubbing onto any material, but it moves open as you now have like a crack of it open. And viewing onto the current other side, it's this smaller crevice, almost like a nook or like a mini alleyway, but not really, that leads onto the main walk that spirals downward on these prison walls. We're gonna end it there.
Morning, guys.
We did it. That's the success, right? That's the end of the mission.
We're in.
We're doing great. Phase 1 complete.
We completed
Phase
1/3
1
of the phase. The easiest phase, technically.
And we almost fell to our death.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that.
Castella and Smith were maybe 10 feet away from dying. Or, sorry, getting 70 points of...
Yeah,
All damage.
some pretty good broken bones, you know.
Yeah.
Severe severe physical trauma.
Over half their hit points. At least for Smith, it'd be a little over half.
Mostly over half, yeah.
So we're in, but we got no spells.
Y'all
I
have
was
no
expecting
spells.
this and then I completely forgot.
I know. We even had this conversation. We were like, oh, but surely it would have like something that would stop magic, because otherwise, how has Queen Issa not teleported herself out? And then immediately we forgot.
We talked about
And we're like, no, we got the door open. Let's go, guys.
We had this
God.
whole
You know, I
conversation,
really
and
hope-
Jesse's like, you guys go in and Gassie's form? As witch?
Jesse, are you proud of us for forgetting everything immediately?
Oh, I was banking on it.
Yeah, sounds about right.
No,
for
we have
you.
a standard.
These idiots are going to spend way too much time on this door to get in there, and then they're going to immediately forget what they were talking about.
I knew Bishop just
Had
shoved
the squeak not happened, I think there's a good chance we would have remembered. And then I was like, no, we have to stop this. They're gonna hear us.
Oh my god.
Distractions galore.
I think right before you opened it, in the back of my head, I was like, these guys are gonna forget that there's anti-magic in there, aren't they?
Yep.
And then
We didn't know.
We
didn't
we
explicitly
you
know.
had a good
positively
assumption.
posited it.
I feel like you
I
guys
think
have been guessing that that was going to be the case even way before you decided you were going to
Yeah.
enter the prison. But
Well, it was because of Queen Issa. We were like, well, she's super powerful, so like, why isn't she teleported herself out yet?
And from the scrying, it needed a moat in order to even scry in there to push past the anti-magic field.
Oh gosh.
there was a lot of indicators that it was similar to your attempts to scry into Eden.
We're so
That's
smart,
exactly
guys.
Are the smartest group ever, and we're totally not the clumsiest ever.
I mean, I will say a lot of our assumptions have not led to truth. So
Well,
Well, this one wasn't
it doesn't mean we
right.
shouldn't. This one felt very grounded in fact.
This one wasn't even an assumption. It was just a, we don't know what kind of anti-magic it is, but we know there's anti-magic.
There's gotta be
And then we
some of it, and then just immediately
You know,
didn't care about it.
like it could have been like it could have been what I was referring to is it could have been the entire fucking building.
Wow.
Room specific. Handcuffs.
Oh, and I feel like no matter how much you
boards.
spin it, we're stupid.
We forgot.
Yes, I am not countering that, but
I love
that.
Uh,
I like
I'm gonna say goodnight.
good night.
good night.
Thank you, Jesse, for session.
Thank you
Yes.
for
Oh,
tolerating
no problem. Before you guys leave, I will say I will not be here next Friday, so we will not have session next
Ah, okay.
how dare you?
Friday. I know.
Oh, no, prison break. We're gonna forget the plan.
Yeah, we're gonna forget there's anti-magic.
Up.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like about half of our plan has gone out the window.
A lot of it was magic.
Yeah.
Well, dependent.
You never.
To be
That's right. That's why we never can.
To be fair.
I mean, it was very clutch that Costello remembered that someone could have had some history of being in the prison, so this entrance wouldn't even been a possibility for you guys. Period. If it wasn't for that, so you've gotten a lot
I've
ahead.
used Ingrid as a fake name so many times, and I've been waiting to bring them up. Actually,
Let's go.
and now finally, when I do, we get a breakthrough.
That makes a lot of sense of why it sounded familiar.
Familiar, yeah.
Yes, Castilla
Gosh.
purposely used her old friend's name. Nobody would question Ingrid. No, Ingrid's a tiefling. They look nothing alike, so it wouldn't really raise any flags.
But like I just like the idea that you're honoring Ingrid by souring his name everywhere. Possibly.
Listen, it's what they want, even though they're technically already have a sour name because they got kicked out of the castle because they were blamed for Castilla's curse, anyways.
Oh no.
Yeah, all right.
Castilla doesn't know that though.
Ingrid law.
Rip Ingrid.
Yay.
Wait, you have the original drawing?
Yes, I have
Hold
the
on.
original Step of the Wind drawing. I didn't put this away. So the past has it been the past 2 times I've been here? I've drawn a cat girl.
Yes,
my
past 2
God.
times you've been here, you've drawn a cat girl.
Yeah.
Can we have the other cat girl?
Oh yeah.
Please, please, please. We need
Yeah. It's me. But
cat girls.
Echoes.
Also,
Amazing.
But yeah, no, we got Step of the Wind.
yeah. I'm back, haunting the narrative.
Forever here. Anyways, hi.
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 With that, good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you, Jesse.
Of course.
Thank you, Jesse.
Jesse.
Bye.
Bye.
Jesus Christ, this was the best. Thank you.
To plan a good plan. That's all we need.
Do you think we're going to take? Do you think we're going to make good use of those 2 weeks?
Absolutely not. But we could pretend for Jesse.
I feel like our best case scenario is finding the magic field generator and just fucking breaking it.
Yeah, I am worried about
Like-
letting out all those prisoners though. Like I know we're causing chaos, but like this is Castilla's home, and I feel like if we're letting out, because some of these people definitely have been wrongfully imprisoned, but also some of them
Yeah.
are probably horrendous murderers.
Some are rightfully imprisoned. Some are improperly or incorrectly imprisoned, or whatever the correct term would be. But like, yes, but like,
And I think if we're letting out bad guys, we're gonna make our situation like 10 times worse.
We end up finding prisoners and the guards.
Yeah. So I
mean,
think
to be
we're trying
fair,
to avoid because obviously we don't know
like-
this beyond Emily's backstory, but like Stilla's backstory is about how there's a lot of people that don't like the Charlotte family because of the like the marriage with King Magnus and all of that.
yes.
So
but-
presumably there's
but
some like
one thing-
assassins.
One thing, there is the fact that not everyone here is going to be either like the only people who would be able to like wizards would not be able to cast spells without their spell book for however long they've been here, and a lot of bards, no musical instrument, like they would need a spell casting focus.
But you've still
They
got
haven't-
all powerful sorcerers and druids.
But a large amount of their spell, but a large amount of
Oh, and warlocks.
highest power spells would need material components. So like at most these guys would be thrown around cantrips, first, second level spells. Not a lot of high level spells don't not a, like the highest level spell I can think of that does not require material components is counterspell.
Power word kill.
Would be pretty bad if some.
I've just googled it. Power word kill is only a verbal component, and warlocks can learn it. So if the warlock still has its pact, and then power word kills someone,
Do they,
like
don't they need a? I mean, don't they need a spellcasting focus?
nope,
Like
nope. It's just verbal. It's a verbal spell. It's instantaneous. You utter a word of power, can compel a creature you can see within range to die instantly.
I like the word
It's just-
compel in there. Like you're just being like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
I-
you should die real quick," and they're
You
like,
should
"Oh,
just
yeah, you're
die.
right." Ugh.
But maybe I should.
but that is also a 9th level spell. Like
Yeah, but that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. If there's like high level like warlocks and sorcerers and not druids can't learn power word kill, but like high level druids that have like freaking let's summon a plague and kill everyone spells. Like yes, it would help us for sure to get rid of that power source, but you are also risking letting out awful people who are like 20th level
Yeah,
sorcerers or warlocks.
because we also don't know when this prison started to become corrupted, due to when Castilla visited, like, based on Castilla's memories, if Ingrid and like the other castle guards had shifts in the prison, I can't imagine they'd be involved in the like prisoner fights at the bottom.
Yeah.
So those have
Like
to
falsely
be the more,
imprisoning people
those have to
and
be a
shit.
more recent thing from Spiss's family. So
I will tell you, you have been given a description of what happens in the prisoner fights at the bottom, and you've been told that things that get imprisoned here aren't just people. The very bottom is reserved for the worst of the worst, plus things they couldn't
The
really easily
creatures.
dispose of, and they
Yeah.
tossed down the pit.
So that's what I'm worried about. If we release the magic for us, it's great because we can cast spells again. But we're releasing all of that shit that's on like the second and bottom level of the prison, which we probably shouldn't be releasing.
because this is a
I
high
think-
level, like the highest level security prison, so there's got to be some. This is where they put like a lot of bad people.
Yeah, some real fucked up people in it. So yeah, I think if we can avoid it, we should. Obviously, if it comes to like a last ditch effort where we're gonna die if we don't do this, then
Reward.
you know, obviously. But it does feel like the risk outweighs the reward currently. Obviously, that can change because you know scenarios change all the time. But currently, where we are, it seems more like it's gonna. The risk isn't worth the reward.
I feel bad for you, Owen, because this is the only other place that has anti magic in it. Like, besides maybe some obscure ruin somewhere. So
Yeah, that is partially why I am focusing on being able to on like gaining
I mean-
access to magic. Like
I'm on your team, Owen. I can't do anything. I can wild shape, but I'm not a Circle of the Moon druid, so I'm not built to fight in wild shape. And the only spells that are
at the very
innate.
least summon Osera.
Well, can I?
I mean, if I can summon my Eldritch Cannon, you can summon Osera.
And I can summon Osera who can do 1d6 of fire damage.
It is still a large tiger.
But that's like I get it. I get what you're saying because obviously all of Cersei's output of damage is her spells. Like I have a sword, but I never use it. But I get what you're saying because 100% we are effectively useless. Like yes, you can summon your Eldritch Cannon and Cersei can summon Osera, and I don't know if you have any innate spells, but Cersei has like fairy magic spells that are like innate to her, so she can cast Fairy Fire or Enlarge Reduce. But that's it.
I will give you a piece of advice and perhaps a hint. Think of what you've done.
Use moats. Become what the universe cannot predict. That's my go-to with everything.
Think
Use
of
a moat.
yourself as not
Bound by the
you're
laws
not
of reality.
you're not completely without your spells. You are just much more limited now.
Yeah. Because we were able to get into the prison by using a moat with Scry to Scry and Castell's mum. So that feasibly would be a way that Victor could cast spells is by pushing moats into the spells that he's casting.
I do have a sorcerer cantrip from being a kobold, but I'm currently opening Roll20 to check what that is. But I am pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it is something like prestidigitation.
That's fun. I don't know kobolds got prestidigitation.
Also, here, never mind. You guys go ahead. I'm gonna write this down real quick.
It's a racial feature.
Oh,
for
right.
kobolds.
Fun. I didn't know they got that.
It's like a choose one of three options, and one of the options is learn a sorcerer cantrip.
Right. But,
You guys can tell me, but I'm just saying it in there so that when Emily sees it. How many moats do you guys have individually? Two.
I have 3.
Yeah. You have 3?
I have 3. Yeah. I've in here.
This has
just
been having
started-
far more traumatic events. What do we think they're based on? Trauma?
trauma or
No,
life-changing events.
you should have three, Victor. You had the one that you got from when you first used your mode ability. Oh no, you got the one you got from surviving Toru.
Mm.
You got the one you got from your experience from the airship,
Trauma.
and then you have the one you've got from succeeding. You all should have gotten one from. Oh, actually, no, because the way okay, so anyone who had done their trial in the cave correctly got another moat, which would have been you, Owen. Emily should have gotten another one from that one, and Spiss. Cersei chose to be.
Throw up.
No, you chose to be to avoid the problem in
It's
general.
all of the above. Be aggressive. Be avoid the confrontation.
So
Throw up.
I think you should all have three, except for maybe Cersei.
Okay,
I've got
I
two.
have just adjusted Victa's. But yes, he does. He does currently only have access to prestidigitation.
I'll have to
since
take a look at my modes.
Yeah, but with moats, you're not. It's different. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to use a moat for bending magic.
Yeah.
So you have 3 spells that you can cast.
Yeah, I've access to 3 spells at last resort.
Choose wisely.
This feels very much so like how a warlock plays. If I remember that
Pretty much.
warlock rulings correctly, just you have very few spells, but highest power you can cast.
Yeah, you're at the highest end of it. But yeah, it's one of them. I think it'll be quite interesting for us to try and navigate it. You know, like have some new.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just. Well, we can't just force our way through it. Spiss and Castilla are completely fine.
Yeah, Spiss is basically unbothered. She has lost 2 spells. Otherwise she is fine.
She's like, oh damn, I can't Misty Step.
Like,
It's okay because I can move like 50 feet or something. Because this is ridiculous movement, don't you?
Yeah, I still have what was it, 45 feet of movement?
Ah,
Yeah.
it's just like doesn't matter. Got 45 feet of movement. I don't even need Misty Step.
I got
Gosh.
2 modes saved. I'm going back through my notes to look, and I'm like, because I don't know if I ever wrote down getting a moat in the cave.
Yeah, I did not.
I might have forgotten to tell you, but when you finished your portion of the trial, you should have gotten a moat in the cave as well.
Because if I forgot to, because if I did forget to write that down, that would put me at 4 moats. Yeah, 3.
I gotta look from that.
I'm looking into it. Where am I? I wish I took notes, but I currently have in my notes here that I had 3 moats on 5/3/2024.
Oh yeah, then you definitely would have gained one from the
So
thingy, right?
yeah.
Because that was
Yeah, when I talked to my weird aunt person,
I think most of Spiss's moats were gained positively.
honestly, I think
You don't just gain your moats through negative reasons.
Yes.
There's
a very common one.
when you find out why, you would understand. But it
one of Spiss's moats was when she held out the sword and said, "Hey, I want to talk to the veiled lady," and saw Castilla's kind of broken down.
oh
Ruined
well yeah
body.
there you go.
It's madly traumatic.
So that was one of them.
The rest were gained reasonably.
She did. She made. I don't know when she got the first mode. I'm trying to find that.
I'm still deciding where where I'm gonna cap you guys out on. 5 is the number I think I'm heading to, but for some of you, the way I balance your abilities out, 5 is a lot for like Spiss and um, Castilla because they can do a lot with 5 motes. But for someone like Victa, he can burn through those 5s pretty fast. Granted, they'd be used for very powerful combinations, but 5 super combination spells as opposed to 5 straight rounds of supercharged Spiss is balanced a little weirdly. But yeah. I guess I do have to go though.
Yep, fair enough.
E.
So,
Okay.
I will see you guys not next week, but the week after.
Gotcha.
Yep, see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks. Have a fun whatever you're doing next Friday.
Yep, I'll be going to Galena.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, neat.
fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Right.
Have
Bye.
fun. Bye.
Thanks for session.
Bye.